Shut up, Ma. I'm with my friends.
Hi, Mrs. Krabuppelwitz.
What are you doing down there that's so important?
Well, you see, to put it simply, Ma, it's time for Talkin' Nerdy, the nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me.
Oh, my. For the intro?
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to Talking Nerdy, that nerdy talk show where I ask my guests to talk nerdy to me. But, you know, in like a family-friendly way, because this is totally a family-friendly show. I hope you're all having a great evening. This is Frost, your lovely host, and I'm joined by a full house tonight.
Yay.
We have
Hello.
Leo.
Hi.
We've got Kwawe.
Yo.
We got Steven.
Hello.
And we're all going to talk nerdy to you all. Isn't that exciting?
Aren't you just so happy?
Who's ready for a fun time?
Happy.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've been off for a couple weeks because I decided to take a vacation, a well-needed vacation, I might add.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I think
As
you
you
guys
do.
took a vacation too?
Yes,
Yeah, you know, like the one that's mandated by our college.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
you know.
Mandated. I think we'd ride if we didn't have it. But anyway, yes. Took that and promptly got sick. But being sick has its benefits sometimes.
Oh, yeah. You get to, like, not go to class.
You get to stay home all day with the flu.
But you know, I was already home, so it's cool.
Vacation sick.
Extra home squared.
Yeah, home squared, but like home squared with my Switch. And like I got to play
Ooh,
and
what you
catch up
got?
on all the DLC I'd been missing because, you know, I've been busy with stuff.
DLC. Tell us. Oh.
Oh, Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
Tell us more, baby.
There are
yeah.
2 DLCs. Which one?
So the second one, because I was able to play the first one over the summer.
Is that Master Trial or Champion Ballad?
The Ballad of the Champions.
Thank you.
Oh my God,
You're
it's amazing.
You're not fully versed.
I don't know.
DLC chronology?
I haven't bought either. I don't know.
Kwawe.
See, I bought them day one.
Ah.
Before they were even released, before even we knew what they were about, I bought them.
You got that season pass with Faith, huh?
I did buy that season pass with. I did that with all the games that I know I'm going to play. But like the amazing part about Breath of the Wild is it's been out for a year. It's literally been out for a year now, a little bit more, and people are still playing it.
Yeah, the fact that Nintendo is able to compete with itself so many times for Game of the Year really is.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Incredible.
They know what they're doing. Absolutely.
No, yeah.
The Switch has blown all sales records.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Like I was reading an article actually a couple days ago about like just the reason Nintendo does so well is because they don't like focus entirely on like really cool graphics and like, oh, here's the story, oh, it's cinematic, It's like all about like, people just want to have fun, let's just make a little cute little game, like just have a little, and they do it so well.
That's always how it's been. You can pick up and play any Nintendo game, and immediately you can tell that all the thought went into the mechanics of the game, and the point is to have fun.
Yeah, like
they make sure of that.
And then they drop Breath of the Wild, and they're like, by the way, we actually make like the best games. Just letting you know.
Yeah, and like
it was like a quick reminder when we all started to forget a little bit. Just like, no, we're amazing.
Yeah,
yeah,
Nintendo's the best.
Just letting you know.
I mean, the 64 is the last game system I really played that was Nintendo, but I know people that still are like looking, their 64 breaks and they still go out looking for a replacement parts and like, I need to keep this thing going.
There's like tons of games on the 64 that people are still playing. Mario 64, Zelda 64, Ocarina of Time,
Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask 64.
Nintendo does nostalgia really well.
Melee 60. Melee
Kirby and the Crystal Shards.
Oh.
It was a good game. Like, actually, so more on Kirby in a bit, but going back to...
please, more on Kirby.
We will talk more about Kirby.
Please, more on Kirby.
I just wanted to talk about the Breath of the Wild DLC.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went in there thinking, okay, this is going to be pretty quick. It's a DLC after all. Nope. That was a few days of me playing around in Breath of the Wild, and it was great.
A few days is in how many hours a day?
Oh, not that many.
Let's break it down.
I'd say about 4 hours, maybe 5.
Per day?
Well, yeah, I got other games to play, you know.
Well, how many days approximately? We're going
bring math into this.
Probably about 15 hours of extra content that I played.
Let me grab my calculator. How many days would that be?
15 hours. That's
three?
a
That'd
good
be 4?
DLC.
That's a good DLC.
No, it's a good DLC, and there's stuff that I didn't actually continue to do because it was just armor, which I can do. But the actual Champions Ballad segments were really thought out and difficult. Because you have to have completed the game and completed the game fully, and I'm going to leave it at that because we don't want to spoil this game. You have to have completed the game pretty fully to be able to do this DLC.
Yeah.
And
it's hard to even start it, apparently. I won't spoil it,
You have to even start it, you have to complete 2 major hurdles in the game. Like 2 end game hurdles.
End game hurdles.
Yes.
Some big stuff.
Well, like, okay, how far can we go without spoiling anything? Because I don't know.
I think I can say
because being someone who doesn't know a lot about this DLC, when you say 2 major hurdles, I think of Ganon Divine Beast.
That's exactly it.
But okay, but that's not a spoiler. Anyone who's played the game for 5 minutes knows that the end product or the end goal, destroy Ganon, or restore the Divine Beast, then destroy Ganon.
Now, but I'll say this, Kwawe, it's never that simple.
You're right.
No,
the spoilers are kind of the complications that arise achieving those goals, but the vague goals.
I just like to be as vague as possible so people get enticed. Like,
no.
I'm just so intrigued.
You gotta have completed all the Divine Beasts, not just one, not just 2, all 4, and you have to have defeated Ganon once. So you can have that little star next to your save file that says you're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coolest kid.
I don't think you have to do that for the extra armors they added, like the Royal Guards.
No, you don't.
This is stuff you can look up on the DLC website.
You can get the armor sets without completing the game.
Yeah, but I mean, it's recommended that you actually beat the game before you go looking for them, because the Royal Guard set is in Hyrule Castle.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Like
it's right in there.
Just letting you know.
Just deep in there.
Yeah, really deep in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go. It's pretty cool. I was so excited to get the Royal Guard armor. Then I found out it's not upgradable. I was like, no. It was bad.
Yikes.
Yeah. But anyway, fantastic, phenomenal DLC. Well worth the whatever amount of money I spent on it.
Yeah.
It's out of the
long
market.
ago.
Yeah.
Good times. And then I also started playing some of the Fire Emblem Warriors DLC.
Tell us all about everyone's favorite character who we've been long awaiting for to join the roster, Owain.
I actually haven't played with Owain.
God.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to start with Azura because she's awesome. And
Azura?
You mean Azura?
Azura.
I have no frame of reference. I know nothing.
She's the blue-haired dancer.
Yeah, you mean the
when I say
color, like Azura.
Azura.
Yeah.
Azure.
It's Azure.
Oh my god!
I'm trying to correct you, but I don't know what I'm correcting.
We all don't know. We're all correcting each other with things we don't know.
It's, whatever you want to call her, the blue-haired dancer.
Yeah.
Okay, but back to when I say I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't believe you understand how much I don't know
about Fire Emblem.
So
the Warrior series, Dynasty Warriors, that kind of thing. Big ol' hack and slashes.
Okay, yeah.
You are a character, super powerful character, and you wade through hordes of enemies, just taking them out like nobody's business.
It's the
atypical. They did Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Warriors, this is the Fire Emblem equivalent.
It's the atypical hack and slash, like hundreds of little guys on the screen, and you have to push a button and just send them flying, and that's it. It's very mindless, but very fun.
It's not. Fire Emblem Warriors is not mindless because they've added tactics in because Fire Emblem is a tactics game.
Okay.
So you have to switch your characters around. You instead of one character that you pick for the start of the mission, you pick like 4 or 5, and you switch between them to accomplish different goals because certain characters are better at certain things than others.
Okay.
Which is really cool. But I've been playing a lot as Azura because she's one of the newer ones. I don't know. I kind of got all the DLC at once because I hadn't been playing it.
Yeah.
And I just had so much fun playing her. She had such a really cool play style. Her combos just worked well for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't branch off into the other characters yet. Although I will be playing Owain, and I will be playing Niles.
Good.
Niles looks really cool.
Owen.
Yeah.
Owen. As he's pronounced in my home country. I've heard that Olivia, who they recently added, is tons of fun.
Olivia.
The dancer from Awakening.
Yeah. I don't think they added her.
No, they did.
Did they? Well, that must have...
Little Miss Olive?
Yeah, Little Miss Olive.
Yeah.
Really?
Olave, as they pronounce it in my home country.
Olay.
Oh! But yeah, no, they added in the newest DLC Bass, they added Owain, Olivia. God dang it, Leo.
I got it in your head.
Got it in my head. And then Tharja.
Thord.
Yeah.
Thorgy.
I actually don't know how to pronounce her name.
Yeah.
It's like
Tharja and Olivia and Owain were added.
Yeah,
I haven't played with Olivia or Tharja yet. I mean, I understand why they did. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that Olivia and Tharja are in yet, or if I just missed them somehow.
I think they are.
You're probably correct. I just didn't look very hard.
Well, when you get the chance, play them. Specifically Olivia.
I'm going to play through. I mean, they also added Minerva, Lind, and Navarre from Shadow Dragon, the first Fire Emblem game.
Okay, now we have extended past my range of knowledge in this series.
And also from Fates, they added Obero and Niles, which... they added 2 spear users in the same DLC, which is interesting.
I'm sure they play differently.
They do. Azura uses a lot of magic in combination with her spear.
Okay.
Which is really kind of cool. But anyway, you guys were excited about Kirby because that's the other game.
Oh my God, please.
The new Kirby.
You mean
Star
Out? Oh.
My round boy.
Oh my God. I've been in love with Kirby since day one.
Kirby's awesome.
Kirby is my game.
Kirby's
love
beautiful.
That game.
I don't actually own the game Star Allies, but a friend of mine does. And And we hung out a few times, and he brought over his Switch, put it into my dock, and we played on my TV because you can do that with the Switch. It's pretty sweet.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo, how smart are you?
What will you think of next? Cardboard boxes.
You know what? I heard the Labo is actually really fun.
Of course it is. It's
Because
Nintendo.
People were like, Nintendo's like, okay, we're going to release some kids products, okay? Everyone's like, yeah. okay, we released some kid products. Why isn't this the new Smash Brothers already?
Yeah.
Which it has been announced, which is awesome.
Oh,
We're
new
all ready.
Smash Bros is confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed.
Hashtag confirmed.
It's hashtag confirmed.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a port.
No. It's got Inklings in it and potentially Breath of the Wild link, so they've finally gone to the next.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Breath of the Wild link is confirmed.
Oh,
at this point,
kind of. They didn't show him fully, but that begs the question: is Breath of the Wild Zelda going to be in there?
As long as I can be Bayonetta, I'm so happy.
Bayonetta will probably be back.
I don't think they're going to not put in characters.
As long as I can
I mean, they did that with Ice Climbers.
Yeah. I hope Ice Climbers comes back.
And
it's they were really fun.
They were fun.
And
Snake.
also Wolf.
And Wolf.
Yeah.
But Wolf wasn't really played.
And Roy.
Roy's in.
Well, they took Roy out and then brought him back in.
With the DLC.
Yeah.
Which I totally thought Roy is so much fun.
like another generation later. Roy is the guy with the red hair.
Yeah. Roy was added before Bayonetta.
Yeah.
In Smash 4.
He was one of the first DLC.
Yeah, because that was before Bayonetta was fully
Realized?
Nintendo-y.
No, Bayonetta
she
was
licensed.
Bayonetta was fully Nintendo. Bayonetta 2 had already come out at that time.
Yeah.
But then that was when the polls were happening. And Bayonetta wasn't voted until later on in the polls.
Or she was voted, but it was less than some of the others. I think Roy was the one people wanted the most. So Roy's our boy, give us Roy.
People were enthralled when Roy came back.
Yep. But anyway, play Kirby Star Allies. We were
Kirby Star.
Yeah, Kirby.
Yes.
So a friend of mine brought it over. It's super fun.
Oh, yeah.
It is awesome because it's a Kirby game.
Yeah.
And the premise is the first player is Kirby because somebody has to be Kirby. And then you have
Everyone
up to 3 other players join.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And they can be enemies who you befriend by throwing hearts at them. It's
adorable.
super cute because
it's
is it okay? I'm just gonna gauge you cuteness level. Is it like Epic Yarn?
Oh, it is far transcended Epic Yarn.
Oh,
Yeah. Kirby basically
that's
holds
too
a
much.
little heart above his head that's about as big as he is, and he throws it. Goes ha, and then it lands on an enemy, and the enemy goes ha, and then everybody's friends, and it's great.
Yeah,
I would also like to point out Kirby is in canon 8 inches tall. So think about that.
Yeah. The rest of the universe is tiny.
Oh wow.
Oh my god. Yeah, didn't that just change your mind?
That makes me think of enemies, mini bosses like Bugsy, which is just a rhinoceros beetle. It makes me think that must just be a real size rhinoceros beetle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And all these final bosses that are huge, gigantic, hulking menaces.
They're pretty.
They must be 3 feet tall.
Yeah, when Kirby has to beat up God's like a foot.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
But anyway, it's
my
really fun
mind.
because they also have something called the Dream Palace. And this, I think, was hinted at. This isn't really spoilers, where you unlock characters.
Oh, yeah.
That, DDD and Waddle Dee
And Meta Knight.
Those are the ones included with the game. Apparently, the DLC for Kirby Star Allies adds new characters from across the Kirby franchise.
The DLC, if I may, the DLC is adding the original partners from Kirby's. It's not Adventure. I think it's Kirby's Adventure in Dreamland. It was his first full color realized game. I think.
Is there Squeak Squad?
The first.
No, not Squeak Squad.
Squeak Squad will come
way
later.
before Squeak Squad.
Yeah.
But it was the owl and the fish and the other fish that was a part of that. Plus that little blue glob who I can't remember his name, but your main
Blue
partner for
Glob.
that. Yeah, Blue Glob.
Yeah.
Right. Blue Glob's back.
Yeah.
Something
His name.
Yeah. I was really hyped. Actually, they added.
Let's see.
They also added.
They just added Ku, Keen, Rick, Gooey, and Marks.
Is Gooey his name?
Yeah, Gooey's his name.
Yeah.
Gooey's the little slime.
But we'll call him Blue Blood.
Yeah.
Blue guy.
Blue guy.
But Marks is the one I was especially looking forward to because Marks was such a weird one. Because last time we saw him, he exploded, and then he exploded again later on when you kicked his butt again.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
You can come back from that.
Twice exploded, third time a friend.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times has DDD exploded?
Oh.
To be fair, he doesn't explode. He floats gently off while on fire. So
That's legit.
That's fair.
But yeah, Marks was a cool one to see. I God, but
there's going to be more too. So
oh yeah,
I hope they add some of the characters from Crystal Shards. I hope they add from Squeak Squad.
Yeah,
I hope they just kind of go down the line similar to what Fire Emblem Warriors is doing.
That would be fun. I want to see Maglor make a return as like a friend.
I wonder if they will. Well, the way the Dream Palace works is it's like a roulette, except then it starts going really slowly, so you can basically choose whichever character you want. And if you really want to, you can get all 3 of the current in-game friends. Oh, no, wait. The DLC launched, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah. And this one was a free DLC, I believe.
You could get all 3 friends before getting the DLC.
Oh,
in their respective boss battles, once you beat them, you just throw a heart at them.
I think Waddle Dee just comes.
I think
because Waddle Dee's just a nice person.
But like, here's the thing.
Pleasant, but
Waddle Dee is the best character in that game.
Oh.
Waddle Dee
has
his spear and just wrecks face.
This is blatant Kirby erasure, and I won't stand for it.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I'm saying it.
I have to agree with him. I'm not going to stand for it.
I never got to play as Kirby.
Kirby's best boy.
Look, Kirby is actually the best.
Kirby is Kirby. Kirby, I mean, is like tier 1.
Yeah.
But you just implied that Waddle Dee is.
I never got to play as Kirby. I was always player 2. So
I will forgive your mistake. 1.5. I'll give Waddle Dee 1.5. I will not give Waddle Dee 1.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm too attached. He was there for me. He was there at the day of my daughter's wedding and funeral.
Both.
And then
the same day.
Yeah, same day.
One after the other. It was a very tragic morning.
Nobody, I don't think, is questioning Kirby's
we managed to save like a bunch on like catering. It was really nice.
When the life insurance kicked in, baby.
Yeah, we never even left the church.
That turned very morbid very quickly.
Let's go back to Kirby.
Also economical.
Waddle Dee's powers as a friend are like the best.
Well, his ability is the spear ability, which is just
no, it's better than
strong.
There is no spear ability in Star Allies.
Oh.
There's staff, which is close, but not quite.
What's he do?
Waddle Dee has this awesome move. It's called helicopter or something, and he just goes up and he spins his spear, and that's cool. But when you charge him with elemental power, things get real bad for the enemies.
Well, that's another thing. Leo, do you know about the elemental power?
Yeah. What?
The reason that you can have allies is so you can charge. So if Kirby gets sword Kirby. He can hold it up, and if he's got a Chili as his ally, Chili will come and smack the sword, and it'll turn into an ice sword.
Which gives an elemental property as well as a somewhat new move pool.
It adds effects to the current move pool.
It adds effects to the current.
So like you can do it with a Bernie and all kinds of.
It effectively. Everything does the same thing, but every move kind of has an additional caveat now.
Yes.
But also something really cool. Bosses have different elemental weaknesses.
Yes, they do.
There's also Pokemon.
Yeah, I know, right?
Combos you can do. So like the Rocky. I don't know what they.
No, that's his name.
Yeah, Rocky. If you use an ESP with Rocky, with a NESP with Rocky, the Rocky turns into whatever its random form is, and it floats around and uses like smash abilities where it smashes down and causes an electrical burst at the same time. It's pretty sweet.
It's actually
the gameplay
amazing.
was very, very well thought out, and I highly recommend the game. But I'm not going to talk too much more. There's a few other game modes which you unlock after beating the story. They're pretty sweet.
Are we talking about like the classic like arena mode? No,
the one where you punch the world in half.
Oh, no. Please tell me that's there. Megaton Punch?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Megaton Punch was...
I don't know if it's there. It might be, but I didn't look too deeply. But the ones that you unlock, I'm not going to say. But they're really cool. Just really, really cool.
Oh, absolutely.
You should look them up.
Just buy Kirby Star Ally.
Yeah.
You have no reason not to if you have a
Pretty
Switch.
much at this point, you just know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Buy it, lick it, play it.
Love it.
Yes.
Lick it again.
Yeah.
Play.
You know what's funny about the Switch cartridges is they're actually got a bitterant agent built into them.
That's why you lick it.
That's why you come back for seconds.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Steven?
Oh, I kind of am at this point wondering, how much is a Switch roughly, and do I need to get one?
I believe they're $300.
It is. I can answer both of your questions. Expensive? Yes.
Yeah, but I built a gaming computer last year, so I mainly have been trying to stick to computer games.
Well, there's some really good computer games coming out.
You ain't gonna get your Nintendo fix through computer games, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, the game I remember liking most of Nintendo was the
our friend Oddish in the YouTube chat says hello.
Oddish is back.
Hey,
Oddish is
Oddish.
back.
Hey, Oddish, you remember me?
It's Kwawe and Leo and Steven here with us today, Oddish.
You might not remember me, Oddish, but I was teased in a previous
Yeah,
episode.
I talked about him. Talked about him a lot. Talked about how he wasn't here.
Yeah,
I
Remember
was
else?
pretty much the
Hey, Oddish.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Computer games. Speaking of which, you can get your Nintendo fix by emulating games.
We don't. Oh.
like
I emulate games.
Oh, you.
Pokemon Yellow.
a tech
I've-
expert.
Dirty.
I've emulated that
it's
game
the only
so
way
many
to effectively
times.
stream old games.
Dirty. Dirty.
A tech expert in the house.
Oh yeah, it's so odd downloading that emulator and downloading that ROM and putting them together.
I don't know.
It's hard. I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I feel like you're making fun of me.
I'm not.
Because I've had at least 5 different emulators, and they've all not worked. And I don't know how to make them work.
I can help you out with that, but not right now.
Okay. Guys.
Full
You might need to help me out with some of those.
I can absolutely help you with that, Steven. But anyway, computer games coming out. Dragon Quest, I forget the newest one, 9 or 11?
Like 27.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
I think it's 9. I think it's 9.
Yeah.
That's actually Dragon Quest X.
Oh,
They're skipping
It's
over 9.
probably,
they skipped 9.
I think it's actually 11.
I mean, I know.
Look, I'm gonna hold by 9. That's just-
Yep, Dragon Quest 11.
I mean,
It looks fantastic, and it's coming to the PC and the PS4, but not the Switch yet.
Oh.
It may still come to the Switch. I can hope, because I'm not going to buy it for the PC.
Oh, no.
I'm going to wait. But the PlayStation 4 is, the PlayStation 4 still has life.
Yeah.
We can agree that-
The heart's beating.
The PlayStation 4 dies when we get Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
That's when I allow the PlayStation 4
I'm
to
pretty
die.
sure Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come to all major platforms,
It is.
and then it's going to kill everything but the Switch, because the Switch is just, I can take Kingdom Hearts 3 anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't need these other things anymore. I just need Kingdom Hearts 3.
Exactly.
gosh.
Yeah. You've been playing a lot of racing games, right, Steven?
Well, I like Forza. I used to like Need for Speed, but I haven't played any of the new ones. Last Need for Speed I played, they kind of got a little too wonky, like Hot Wheels-esque, and I just don't like that. I like the games to be as real as possible, so that kind of leaves me with a small selection of games.
So you're not really a Mario Kart fan?
I mean, Mario Kart's the one exception of Wii, but I just think of it as like being on a go-kart track that you throw shit at.
What
makes
was it? A couple weeks ago, we had a bunch of us in my tiny little room playing Mario Kart on my Switch. I hooked it up to a TV, so it was a little easier for people to see.
Oh, yeah.
But like, it's just a lot of fun. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, like, you think they didn't add anything? They added a bit. They added enough to make it feel better, and the mechanics, it feels like a smoother game.
It feels faster.
Well, they added
I
a
noticed.
lot.
Yeah.
You can... Okay. I think they added a ton... Okay, no.
That's Kwawe's. This is Kwawe's. Like, I'm about to lay into it. Okay.
Yeah,
I know your tones.
This is my. I'm about to school y'all or just go ham into it. They added a little, but it was enough to make it feel like a lot. The first biggest thing they added is that they added just like 3 new battle modes.
Battle, the whole battle system in general.
Yeah, no, the whole everything about battle. It took 8 iterations, but they finally realized, wow, no, battle sucks. So let's fix it. And they fixed it in such a phenomenal way.
I will say Mario Kart DS had a really fun battle system.
I was literally about to say the exact opposite. So
You didn't like Mario Kart DS's battle?
Fight.
Okay. Or battle.
There's a battle mode for Mario Kart. I've never actually done that.
Okay,
unpopular opinion, Double Dash's battle mode was the best.
Literally, okay, the DS battle mode, the only thing you can do is, like, get a mushroom, and that's the only good thing in, like, the entire battle mode, is, like, you steal, like, a balloon from someone, you get a coin. It's like...
But it's also so hard to hit with a mushroom.
Assuming
you get a mushroom.
And it's also the only good item.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
I must have played a different battle mode than you guys.
No, you played the same battle mode.
Yeah.
You just... I don't know how you...
You just You just didn't notice.
Are you talking about the one on the DS or the 3DS?
Oh, yeah,
The DS.
Oh, I'm saying 3DS.
Oh, I'm saying DS.
The DS, like the original 2000.
The DS one had the Shine Sprite one.
There was Shine Sprite.
Which
There
was
was
like
the
Global
Shine
Battle.
Sprite,
And
yeah.
there was a third type of battle.
Shine Sprite was the only good one.
Points.
Okay, but
No, that was all 3DS.
They have kept those since.
Yeah.
But yes.
but they're all bad. So battle mode was just bad, but then they fixed it, and they
I
fixed
agree.
it
Mario
in
Kart
such a
Deluxe is
way
a really good
that they
battle
made it
Preach at
fun.
us.
I will preach you. I'm preaching. So my favorite one of the new battle modes that they added is that they added essentially what is cops and robbers, where there's one team of cops, one team of robbers, and the cops got to chase the robbers. When they tag their car, the robbers are sent to a predetermined cage floating.
That's super cool.
But the thing about the cage is that there's a button underneath it. And if one of the robbers can hit the buttons, then all the other robbers go free.
Yeah, it's like cops and robbers in real life, but like Mario Kart. So
The cops also have another. I think the cops have another caveat. I think that keeps it from being too unfair. But so they added that.
also the AI got like wicked. The AI got wicked.
The AI got smart.
Yeah.
The AI got smart. I wanted to talk to you about how.
Talk to me, Kwawe.
I want to talk to you, Leo. I want to talk nerdy to you. Oh, okay.
Talk nerdy to me too.
So with the addition, you were saying everything feels faster.
Yeah.
I think that is because they added 2 kind of driving assists that help you in the stage. One,
I totally turned those off.
yeah, I did too. But one of them is a auto accelerate. So that
What?
And auto
Yeah.
steering. They keep you on course.
They do what?
Auto accelerate, and it's not exactly auto steering, but what happens is that if you start kind of falling off the edge, the game will pull you back.
It'll kick you back.
It'll
in.
basically, yeah.
But what if it's the Rainbow Road and you want to drive off?
No, exactly. Like if you're on
Yeah,
the
what if I
Rainbow
want to
Road-
cheat at their game? They can't stop me from cheating at
They
their
took
game.
out
They
that
can.
shortcut for Rainbow Road 64.
What?
Well, not in the 64 version, but they have Rainbow Road 64 in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But they took out the shortcut because obviously people were abusing it, and it was not intended.
So, but like, yeah, on Rainbow Road.
Oh, also, let me talk about the weak sauce. That is, you only do 1 lap around it now instead of 3.
Oh, that
Wait,
stings.
In Rainbow Road 64, you only do 1 lap. You do the whole thing. That's
Wait,
it.
and 64 is the one with. Is that the one where they add the thwomps and there's no guardrails?
No.
Is that
That's
64?
the Super Nintendo
That's
version.
Super Nintendo.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one. I think it's got a train now, and it's high up in the sky.
Wait, that's only 1 lap?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only 1
it's
lap.
only one
Oh,
lap.
I thought that was 3 laps.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
The
You
original
thought-
one in the Mario Kart 64 was 3 laps of that course.
3 laps
Yeah.
of pain.
It was pain
I mean, come on, guys. It's easy.
Yeah.
once, but
yeah.
on 64 the controls were a lot less smooth, and
Yeah.
you had to do 3 laps of it. Also,
Yes.
the AI was also always evil on it because it was the last stage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's no
evil
Rainbow
AI.
Station.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
But
Super
I just want to finish. The reason I think that the auto assist, the auto steering kind of lends itself to making you feel faster is now when you drift, right?
Yeah.
Now if you drift, it doesn't matter what CC you're on. It doesn't matter how early or late you start drifting. You will almost always make that turn because you keep on getting kicked towards the middle of the track.
Which I got so thrown off when the auto kick started kicking in. I was like, "What is going on?" And then I looked, and there was the auto steer, the auto kick stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna turn those off because it's messing with my ingrained style of playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So that was another thing that they added that might contribute to. First, I think it's kind of good because I think it gives people.
Yes, tell me how you're wrong.
I will tell you exactly. I think that it makes Mario Kart a much more accessible and get in and play kind of game because Nintendo at its soul makes get in and play kind of games for the most part. Not Bayonetta, but like mainline.
Bayonetta also wasn't made by Nintendo.
Bayonetta's get it in play, sort of.
No.
Bayonetta 2 on the Switch came with Bayonetta 1, which was awesome. And also, I think Bayonetta 3 is coming out or something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
so is.
Oh, we're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But so Nintendo at its core makes like very just get in and play, start playing. And so because of that, now someone who's never played Mario Kart before can play on Rainbow Road without having to pour 5+ hours into the game just to learn how to not fall off. I think it's a great addition, and the fact that it's optional too.
Yeah. Like you can turn it off and then everything's fine.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I've got a question for our YouTube chat and those listening. What is your favorite Nintendo game that you just got to go in and play?
And we'll tell you how it's awful.
Or be supportive.
Yeah.
Hopefully supportive. I don't like being awful.
No, we're going to be nice.
This is a wholesome environment. This is a safe space.
Nice.
Oh, now we're not telling people how
This is a safe space unless you like bad games.
Okay. All right. But I feel, and also the next biggest addition to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the fact that all the DLC tracks aren't behind paywalls anymore.
No, that it was part of the, and also new characters like the Inklings,
all the new characters,
was super cool.
So that just makes Mario Kart 8 with the default tracks. It's enough playability without it getting stale. But as soon as you add all the DLC tracks, it gives you more
the DLC
to
for
play.
Mario Kart on the Wii U wasn't that much anyway. It was like $10 maybe.
No,
I can't remember.
No, it wasn't that much, and I'm not harping on the price. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's nice that they added it as just part.
Because then I can make
game.
you pay for the DLC twice. Like, you know what? You're buying this game again, probably.
Yeah.
So here's all this stuff plus a little bit extra to make it worth that extra $10, and also, I mean, come on, we're gonna buy it anyway because it's Mario Kart on the go, on a high definition console.
We're always going to buy it, and the DLC stages are pretty phenomenal.
Yeah,
I would say, specific
Hyrule Castle. I mean,
Hyrule Castle is fun. The F-Zero stages are my favorite.
They're so good.
With Mute City, Big Blue, Mute City specifically. Oh God,
Mute City is one of the best. Yeah, one of the best added stages.
Mute City was A-Prime.
Mute City it's fast. I like it because
that's why it's so fast.
Yeah.
Have you played it on 200cc?
Oh God.
Oh my God. You can't. I never win.
12th place every time.
No, I don't need to. I'll just say it right plain. I once got 8th place on 200cc there. So
on
Mute City.
That's pretty pro.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty elite. So
it's pretty pro.
Yeah. I got three bullet bills in a row.
Oh
wow!
Right at the end.
Wow.
Yeah. So the AI got wicked smart and mean.
Yeah.
But they also made it easier if you're in last place to screw with everybody ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a great game.
Yep.
And you should buy it. Okay, I'm done going hard on that game now.
No.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to. I think the game I'm looking forward to most this summer is Octopath Traveler. It is It is a
4K
side scroller 2D 3D classic JRPG.
Okay, now when you say 2D 3D,
it is a pixel art style.
Yeah,
but the world is a 3D world, so it's a 2D 3D side scroller.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pull up.
Still confused.
Yeah. Let me just pull it up.
Do you need 4D glasses for that? Or
No. I'm gonna pull up a screenshot so you can see what I mean.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over here? And,
oh boy. Oh, I'll bring my swivelly mic.
Oh, geez. You can.
Be careful, please.
So the world is 3D, but the characters are pixel art in 2D, and it's super cool.
So it looks okay.
It looks like a classic JRPG, but with a modern twist.
My first thought is someone made the Game of Thrones intro using Minecraft.
You enjoying this audience?
Yeah, that's the aesthetic.
The best thing I think about it is they released a demo for free for anybody who has a Switch.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. It was a great demo. Mm-hmm. But then it's put out by Square Enix, by the way.
Yeah. Praise be.
So, yep. So and they're like, okay, it's either Square or one of their subsidiaries. Mm-hmm. The parent company is Square anyway.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, what's your feedback on our game? They asked everybody.
Yeah.
They put an online survey out. They then made a video 2 months later, saying, all right, here's what we're changing in the game because you asked for it.
Ooh.
I think Square is getting a lot better at listening to its fan base.
Well, especially when it comes to their Nintendo-based fan base.
Yeah.
So they went and they're like, okay, we changed some of these things because you said it was a little too difficult. No problem. We'll change that and made it a little different. We also changed a bunch of other things, but we're not going to tell you. You know why? Because you should want to know what it's like when you play the game for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's called Octopath Traveler because there are 8 different characters, and each one is its own separate campaign.
Ooh.
It has yet to be seen whether or not they intersect. I imagine they will,
Yeah.
but
I would assume
So would you
so.
have to
8 playthroughs you get in one game.
Would you have to play them to different levels to get the interaction?
Maybe. I don't know. See, here's the thing. They don't tell you too much. They only recently announced that it's coming out in July.
I want this.
It could.
I want this bad.
Yeah, it could. This could be very phenomenal.
It's going to be a phenomenal game.
I like how adventurous there are, but also I've seen this very similar idea happen with another game.
Oh yeah,
whose name I can't remember at the time.
Kwawe.
But it was on 3DS.
Cite your sources, Kwawe.
I know I need to cite my sources more
Which
often.
one?
3DS?
You don't know which. What was the game about? So we can try to figure this out.
The game. Okay, so the game.
That's Sherlock Holmes over here.
It had something very similar to that. 8 playable characters. Every character had their own campaign.
Are you talking about the same game?
Are you talking?
No,
about,
I'm not talking about the same game.
The I know the game you're talking about.
Oh.
Legends or something.
Oh, like
League of Legends.
Story
League of Legends.
Yeah, that.
42 campaigns. No, it was like Lost Legend of
Lost.
Legend
Lost
of
JPEG.
Season Lost JPEG. It was Legend of the Lost
Legend
JPEG.
of Legacy.
Thank you.
I
Legend
played
of
that game. No, this is actually 8 different campaigns.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say like
not you get this character and all these characters join and it's actually the same story. Just a different beginning.
because what League of
Legend of Legacy.
Legend
of Legacy.
Legend of Legacy really
Legends.
was just like I tried them all out. I hopped in on one character's campaign, hopped in on others, hopped in on others. You realize
all that really changes is who you start with.
Essentially, it changes who you start with, but everyone kind of has the same preset dialogue. They're all meant to work with one.
My biggest issue with that game was the difficulty level was way too high.
Yeah.
In order to get new abilities,
Discount
you
Earthbound?
had to use your abilities a lot. And you had to pray that RNGesus was listening and answering your prayers. Because it was a small chance every time.
I mean, clearly you weren't praying hard enough.
Yeah.
I was praying pretty hard.
The game was easy sauce for a devout, pious man like myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I went through right, and I would
Look at him. He owns
my character.
He's got the swagger going.
My
he
character
has a Hasane Miku stand. He's like
Yeah.
What does that have to? Never mind.
Where's Miku? You brought Miku last week.
Miku's arm is broken. She's in the ER.
Yeah, I broke
It's
it.
an Nendoroid. You can just put it back on.
No, it's it's critical damage. But like
Yeah, she was
critically back damage.
yeah,
she was
it's really bad.
she was threatening my position in my relationship with Kwawe, so I had to take her out.
I see how it is. You took out the Vocaloid.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh,
She knew what she was doing.
I just lost my train of thought now. Oh, that's right, RNGesus. But like, I walk into the club, right? Like, I walk into the random battle, and my character's like, use slash. He uses it. Omni slash unlocked.
Ah!
That's pretty good.
You're just that good.
It's a lot of prayer. It's a lot of
It is.
prayer.
You're basically
it's a lot of
like-
swagger.
For those of you who don't know who RNGesus is, RNG is random number generation, and it's what we use as shorthand for like randomly generated, random chance, random, pretty much anything random that can happen in the game. You pray to RNGesus.
Yeah.
And
if you're video game Bruno Mars like Kwawe,
Yeah. Then like
you get what your prayers are answered.
essentially.
you get that
But if
swag.
you're anyone else,
It's like when you're playing Pokemon and you're throwing Ultra Balls in first generation at Zapdos, and you're like,
Oh my God.
okay, RNG, I believe in you. Oh, no. Okay, RNG,
Okay.
I believe in you. Oh, no.
Wait, can I real talk for a second?
Yeah.
I actually did catch Zapdos on my first try. And that part's not me kidding.
Okay, so
That's
like-
I actually
so
did.
like
Did you
now
use
we're
a Master Ball?
No, I didn't. It was an
Okay,
Ultra Ball.
So like now we're not friends anymore.
You don't know the pain. Okay, to be fair, I did that with Articuno. But but
Did you do
RNG
it-
has to be on your side.
Did you do it
Yep.
with Moltres, Leo?
The moment you're trying to catch Pokemon in the original games, and you run out of Pokeballs, and
Yeah,
you're like,
that's
oh,
Worst.
I did it with
that doesn't happen
Regigigas.
in the new games. You don't run out of things
No.
ever.
No.
I once had 9. I once tried to use a glitch,
Oh,
and I ended up with 9.
What'd you end up with?
You did the signal glitch and ended up with what?
What'd you do?
Remember in Diamond and Pearl where they were like Explorer kits? I ended up with 99 of those.
I didn't know that worked with key items.
I didn't either. I was like, I gotta get Nike. I was like 11-year-old me. I was like, I'm gonna be so smart. I'm gonna get all 99 Master Balls. I'm gonna catch every Pokemon. And I still, to this day,
is unlimited uses.
I still
you
have
get 99 unlimited uses.
Yeah, I still have no idea what happened. Like to this day.
That's called the game was like, I see what you're doing, 11
Yeah.
Leo.
I see what you're doing. I appreciate your effort, but you're garbage.
99 pickaxes,
but
99
can we talk
helmets.
about the underground for a second, though? The underground was broken.
The underground was beautiful.
It was amazing. You could get as many fossils, evolutionary stones, like nuggets, like whatever you needed.
Yeah.
You just go down to the underground, spend like a couple hours, and then you come back up and you're like,
and once you figured out like the system to how to carefully excavate the items, because I remember like little 9-year-old me just kind of tapped the screen wildly.
You used the big hammer and just went, boom,
exactly.
boom, boom.
And so because of that, I would have so many cave-ins, and I'd be like, oh, it's so hard. Flash forward, 13-year-old me is like, wow.
Why did I think this was tough?
I can't lose.
To be fair, sometimes it is impossible because of how it is generated.
Oh, absolutely. But
you gotta pick your battle.
Once you,
it's realism, man.
Yeah. And once you kind of realize the general gist and the system of how to do it, it just breaks the game.
It breaks part of the game.
It breaks the game more than 99 Explorer
Don't you be
kits.
mean to Diamond and Pearl. They're my babies.
I love Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl is
Diamond and Pearl is my jam.
My favorite generation.
It's amazing.
I was my first.
I'm doing a let's play of Platinum right now.
Yeah, well,
on the YouTube channel. Well, and by let's play I mean I'm streaming it. Yeah, like the next stream is this Saturday.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
I'll be sure to tune in.
We should be on that show too.
It'd be a little cramped because I sit in a corner with a microphone. It'd be really cramped if you all joined in.
I'll just be on the Twitch chat, but I'll like make a random name and you won't know it's me, and I'll say very personal things about you that like no one else would know. It's like that wouldn't know, be like, I know about your stuffed dolly that you keep under your bed. And you'd be like,
and I'll do the same, except my name will be Leo.
Yes.
He'll never know.
See, now you guys are gonna be you're gonna be on Twitch and like commenting, and I'm just gonna be on YouTube streaming, and you guys are gonna be like, "We're commenting on your video." I'm like, "No, you're not. where are you guys? You're on some. This poor guy is streaming Platinum. You guys are saying these awful things." And he's like, "What's going on?"
He coincidentally also happens to be named Alex.
I know how your name is spelled, Alex.
I know. ALYX.
Oh, you didn't even.
Alex.
You just spelled it wrong. It's FROST. Yeah, you're good at this game. Anyway, Steven, you were telling me earlier about some really cool thing for like cars. There's this new, like, listen to this. This
Cars
sounds
4?
really, really like real cars. You can basically hack cars now, sort of.
It's this app I found like called VIN Wiki. They have a YouTube channel where they have like a bunch of different people coming out and talking about their experiences with cars. But like literally, I can look like with this app, I can look up the license plate number like I did for your car and can see what people have reported about it. Figure out your VIN number and just like I post stuff about my personal car on there, like the fact I just had to have an new engine put in it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like open source Wikipedia for car VIN numbers.
So
which is vehicle identification number for those who didn't know.
So what kind of trouble has Alex been in recently?
Yeah, tell us about his dirty little secrets.
Actually, there's nothing on the website about my car. But just in case you need to know, my license plate is LV space ANIME.
Look that up in like the next 5 hours, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna see a report about slash tires.
Oh man, I just had those replaced. Don't do that.
What haven't you had replaced on that car?
The body.
If you replace all the parts of a car, is it the same car?
The things I've had replaced are the things that normally have to be replaced, except for the engine. But that was totally the previous owner's fault.
Hey, I had to have an engine replaced on a brand new car, so
Yeah, I mean, cars wear out, and if you do awful things to your car, then it wears out faster.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't do
awful things to my car.
I don't do awful things to my car.
Kwawe's,
Kind of.
Kwawe, you've been in my car. My car is
Disgusting.
It's. I'm so hurt. I have a soccer mom car, and I will not let it
You
be
have a
touched
van?
at all. No.
It's
I
a
have
soccer mom
Honda
car.
CRV, the
bad cards.
the ultimate white mother. I drive up to my children's soccer game, and I'm like, and I fight with Karen down the road.
You know, Karen deserves it.
Karen,
I'm just saying. If your name is Karen, I'm super sorry. We're not talking about you.
I am. He might not be,
Leo
but I
is.
am.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Personal grudge.
Yeah.
Against
Well,
Karen.
well, I mean-
because.
And it's just like the most embarrassing thing to like watch Leo show up to the soccer game and just yell, "Kwawe, you were late for Uncle Dinner's house." It's like,
Well, okay, no. Whoa.
3 days.
I'm gonna break character here. Kwawe, you're late for Uncle Dinner's house.
yeah.
I like you to recognize what you just said.
I realize what I said, and I don't need you to break character.
As a performer, that hurts me.
As a performer, you're a
Yeah.
performer now.
Yeah, I'm a
I
performer.
don't know what we're talking about anymore, but like, we're in a basement and we're talking nerdy. So like, let's talk nerdy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, did
This
anyone?
doesn't concern you, Alex.
All right.
We're talking here.
All right, yes, you're talking on my show.
Let's get back. Let's get back to talking about it.
How about we like? I ended up with a friend watching an interesting anime over spring break. That
Oh, yeah? What did you watch?
Doki Doki Meow Meow.
No.
no.
That doesn't even exist.
Pop Team Epic.
Pop Team Epic.
I do want to watch Pop Team Epic.
Oh, please do. Sorry, continue.
I mean, it was one called Yuri on Ice, which I guess.
Oh,
Before you two go off on it, I'm going to
Let's-
preface this by saying my wife loves Yuri on Ice.
So do I.
The fandom is toxic as crap. It is the worst fandom out there. But the show is apparently really, really good.
I mean, you can
Actually,
say
it was
that
very,
about
very
any
good.
fandom. Really.
I just want to
you
say,
can't though, but like,
there was an official Olympic duo who performed the OST to that,
and it was
like,
amazing.
It was so good.
Like the show is apparently amazing. My wife's probably going to message me in about 2 minutes about how there's amazingness in there. Mm-hmm. The show itself has a really good story. It's got really good character growth. Mm-hmm. But the fandom ruins it for people.
I don't mean to brag here, but I have a Tumblr account, and
Wait. I do
What
too.
is this
Continue.
Tumblr thing?
Yo, real talk though, Tumblr.
No, let's not talk about that.
I don't even like follow people who are into that. And wow, you people, and when I say you people, I mean you people. And if you think I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to you.
No, yeah.
Wow.
We talked about this last time you were on, Kwawe.
Yeah.
Those people.
Yeah, no, those
It was-
people.
yeah.
And they exist everywhere.
My wife hates those people. I mean, she loves the show, and the creator. I feel bad for the creator because I imagine they go like, oh,
I'm
like. So
A modern
spoiler
day.
alert. It's about a gay romance. Just throwing that out there.
Spoiled. Consider yourself spoiled, ladies and gentlemen.
But here's the thing: the author
been
goes,
spoiled.
This is a beautiful romance that I tried to write, and you people twisted it. and made
You
it.
spoiled it.
That's
Spoiled it.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen with even if a show even has a semblance of a gay romance. That's what's going to happen. It happened with even stuff that's not anime. Sherlock
Okay,
Yes.
Sherlock objectively
is terrible.
Yeah.
No.
So-
Is
so-
very.
So the author wrote Yuri on Ice
Yeah.
to be a genderless love story.
Yeah.
And also wrote it to really exemplify how bad mental disorders can be.
Yeah.
And it's been lauded for showing how accurately showing how mental disorders can mess people up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, people don't focus on the really good parts about it. No, they focus on like the one scene where Yuri and Victor kiss or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
They
no,
kiss?
that's
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
Japan allowed this?
Yeah.
Japan?
the entire
Like, I would-
country of Japan.
Japan is getting more and
Allow
more progressive.
this.
They're catching up to modern times.
Japan.
I don't believe
I'm
this.
so no.
I mean,
Japan. I am both proud and disgusted.
yeah, I'm like happy that, but I'm doubtful.
Yeah.
Japan's hiding something.
Oh,
they have
sorry.
an ultimatum.
It never actually showed them kissing.
Okay.
It was just aggressively hinted at.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
But still, that's still pretty.
Yeah.
It's they're getting more impressive.
I would also
Poppy
like-
mapping
yeah.
is a thing. Let's just.
I would like,
establish.
yeah.
Just a
I would
thing.
like to point out though.
Yeah.
I notice specifically, like, I haven't like seen the anime itself because I'm not a weeb. Well, no.
Opening a can of worms there.
The like animation itself is very good, which means
Yeah.
this is a large budget,
Yeah.
which means
Yes.
that some person,
Yeah.
like as some studio was like, let's give this specifically gay romance a lot of money, which is very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the show had so much potential to show so much good, and I think for the people who take it and get those good messages out, I applaud them.
Yeah.
I really do. But for those who take it and twist it into whatever weird fantasy they're doing,
For you demons.
stop it. Just stop it.
It's like a
Stop it.
well,
I mean, I love to watch watch stuff, but I don't pay attention to fandoms because, like, and every time I get involved with some sort of fandom, I half going, gosh, this fandom's bad enough to ruin the show, and I just want to enjoy this anime and not have to deal with the.
True words have never been spoken.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to disconnect a fandom from anything.
Yeah.
But I think when you go into, I'm just going to say a show or anime just to stay relevant to the topic. When you go into an anime, I think a lot of people should adopt this mindset. You should go in with the knowledge that the fandom and the show are two completely
they're entities.
They're two completely different entities.
Yeah.
It's like
because they
comparing
actually
apples to like coconuts.
yeah, they kind of do exist separate of each other.
Yeah.
Like fandom
Name it. Do it,
Name
Kwawe.
it.
Do it.
Do it.
Let them come for you.
let them
Okay, if you're not gonna do it, I'll.
I can go.
Okay, let's just say
Let's just-
names.
Okay, we'll just use the Yuri on Ice fandom and the
Yeah.
and Yuri
Yeah.
on Ice.
Yeah, Yuri on Ice fan versus Yuri. They're two completely
Let's-
different entities.
Yeah, let's just say names
But-
like Yuri on Ice or like. Hang on, I'm trying to think of like a really
Like Dora the
objectively good
Explorer.
show or
Oh, no,
like
not Homestuck.
Breaking Bad.
Or in High School Host Club.
What?
Or in High School Host Club.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a really good show.
Yeah.
With a really toxic fandom.
Well, how about all right? So then, taking Yuri on Ice just to complete what I'm saying, Yuri on Ice is a TV show.
Yeah.
The
And
fandom of Yuri on Ice is a collective group of people.
Yes.
You can't actively say that one is the other
Yeah.
because it's just not
They're
true.
just-
One
separate entities.
yeah. One is a beautifully crafted thing. The other is a bunch of 30-year-old women on Tumblr who like write weird fan fiction and like fetishize these two young men
Yeah.
who
you
are
forgot
in,
the preteens who are doing it too.
I recognize the preteens. The preteens I will give a pass to because they're just kind of like young and they don't know. I will not give a pass to the 30-year-old mothers who I know exist, and I know there are so many of you.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they don't get a pass.
I can't.
You do not get a pass.
You can't.
I mean, I sometimes think I don't pay attention to the fandoms because I don't really go on the internet much.
Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
live
probably for the best.
yeah.
That is awful.
What's that like?
What, not going on the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful.
What's it like living in freedom?
It sounds pretty nice. I've never tried it.
I mean, I can go a whole week without looking anything up online sometimes.
Oh God. Oh no.
No.
Oh.
I
But
need to look up what that's like.
it
It says it. Oh, Google says it's sad.
Is it sad?
What's what?
Google says,
I mean,
Maybe.
Google says it's boring. I don't like that.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I've,
What are your
it's-
thoughts on the matter?
it's-
Is
it's-
Google lying?
Google doesn't lie. What are you talking about?
I mean,
Oh,
instead
Siri, is
of
Google lying to me? Siri, wait, Alexa?
So speaking of that, Steven has an Alexa, and I will sometimes just be in my room and I just hear Alexa talking. I'm like, "What are you talking about, Alexa?" And then I hear Steven yelling at Alexa, and I'm just like, "Oh."
Alexa summoning demons.
It's a domestic it's a domestic relationship.
there is
It's complicated.
there's this weird messed up thing I use. The main thing I use Alexa for is to listen to audiobooks because dyslexic can't read.
Yeah. that makes sense.
But the problem is to listen to all of my audiobooks are on the joint account with my dad. So every time my parents get a phone call at home, Alexa tells me they're getting a phone call and asks me if I want to pick up in Vermont their phone call in North Carolina.
Oh boy.
You should just do it one day. Yes, Alexa, I will pick up the phone.
I said the next time my dad calls my house, I'm going to just mess with him and have Alexa pick up for me.
Oh, man.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Just do it now.
But yeah.
Well, yeah,
So I want to apologize for the last hour. There's been dinging going on in the stream.
Has there?
It's because I forgot to turn off the notification sounds in the computer.
Oh.
So, that's the thing. I will
fool.
own up to that.
Wow.
You fool.
And you've been doing this for how long?
I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it.
I mean, hey, everyone makes mistakes.
You know what? I had to deal with an additional mic. I've never done 4 mics. Well, actually, I've done it before. It's been a long time since I've done 4 mics. So, there was 4 red buttons that were lit up, and it made sense.
I'm a professional, sir. I brought my hat to this. I'm currently wearing a hat. That's my working hat. I brought Kwawe.
And I brought Leo.
Yeah.
So you brought each other.
Yeah.
And
So
the
like
hat.
competence.
So what I'm getting is the
This
hat
establishment.
brought you.
Yeah.
Yes,
hat,
exactly.
got it.
The hat bought
And
this
the
hat.
and the hat only settles for perfect.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is a Beyonce brand hat. This is an Ivy Park hat. I got it for like $5 in New York City.
Hand tailored by Beyonce herself.
Yeah.
Woven from tears and hair.
Yeah. This
That
is
sounds-
fully real.
Pretty
Intense? It is.
Yeah.
upsetting. Because, it was made with tears, right?
Yeah. Beyonce's tears of happiness when she found out she was pregnant.
Tears of art.
Yeah.
I see.
As she
To me, I
slaved
just
away
thought
making
it was a
art.
regular black hat.
No. This is Beyonce sportswear hat.
Okay.
That I got for $5.
That's pretty good.
Want to know how much these generally are? They're like $50.
Oh my god.
I know.
That's a lot for a baseball hat.
It's so wild. And I'm like, she can do it. Like, because I probably still buy it.
Beyonce is the only woman.
The only thing I'd be willing to spend more than $50 on clothes-wise are kilts, but I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
But kilts are worth that money.
Yeah.
Look, if I knew that if someone would have come up to me and say, Kwawe, I'm going to sell you this hat for $50. The caveat is Beyonce looked at it. I'd buy it for $70
Oh, yeah.
because I'd feel bad paying anything less.
I have a contractual obligation to mention Beyonce like at least 3 times in a conversation. I'm only at 2.
Yeah, so we're gonna shoot for 3. How much time do we got? We got an hour.
We got an
Yeah.
hour.
We got an
It'll
hour
be
to get.
back.
You'll work it
last
in
one.
somewhere along
Oh,
there.
yeah.
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 We also need to work in our plugs for our own show.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you mean-
Oh, yeah. You mean the World's End recording booth?
So Tuesdays 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Tuesday, 6 to 8.
WLMC Landmark College Radio.
Yeah.
Yes. Playing
Yeah.
smooth tunes. Also, cool little conversation pieces or
Yeah.
discussion bits in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah, easy listening for all you folks at home.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm the host. Kwawe's the co-host.
I don't lie to them.
But in this case, I'm the host of this show, and I'm going to shameless plug next. If that's okay with you.
That's,
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
I said misinformation. I was hoping Kwawe would call me on it, but I'm not the host. I'm the co-host.
I just did. I said no lie.
Anyway, shameless plug time.
Okay.
If you really like what you're listening to, hit the subscribe
Dun,
button on
dun,
YouTube.
dun,
If you're listening on
dun,
YouTube, if you're not,
dun.
go to YouTube and search for Not
Dun,
Talking
dun,
Nerdy,
dun,
but Frost
dun,
Raven. I
dun,
recently
dun,
rebranded the
dun,
YouTube channel.
dun.
Rebrand.
Because
Dun,
it's
dun,
not just
dun,
Talking
dun,
Nerdy,
dun.
it's Talking Nerdy plus streaming plus Let's Plays plus whatever other nerdy stuff I throw up on there.
How often do you actually throw stuff up?
I throw stuff up there at least once a week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is the plug over?
No, not yet.
Dun,
Because there's
dun,
still
dun,
social
dun.
media
Keep
plugs to
vamping.
go.
Keep vamping.
Boom, boom.
Yep.
Boom,
So
boom,
social media, if you like the stuff you're listening to, follow me on social media on Twitter at Frost or at DJ Frost WLMC, I think is what the Twitter says. And also on Facebook at DJ Frost WLMC. So definitely look for that. Plugs over.
Okay.
I wish
Oh,
I could
wait,
plug
I wanna
something,
plug
but
my
I don't have
Instagram.
anything that
Oh. Leela Llama, find me.
Cool. Shameless plugs are over. It's 9 o'clock. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about?
Pop Team Epic.
Kirby Star Allies.
So
Just the fundamental of the show we can't talk about.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So did during the vacation all of us took last week,
Yep.
I was very happy to get to go to like a zoo, a museum, and an aquarium in Chicago. That was pretty cool. Anyone else get to do anything fun?
I saw Black Panther.
Oh.
How is that?
It's amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
You have to go see it.
Talk to us.
I don't
I
want.
loved it.
I'm trying to remember the last time I've actually watched a movie in theaters. I don't generally get out.
There's apparently this swanky theater right near where I live, and you go in, and the seats are like luxury recliners, and there's at least 4 foot of leg space between the next row. So like you buy your seat, and it's your seat.
Oh,
It's like buying a specific seat. You go in, and you just recline, and it's just great, especially for those long movies.
There are like movie theaters with full beds. Like,
are there really?
Oh, I've been in them. You can order like food like on a little tablet that's attached to your chair, and then like a waitress comes and brings it to you.
That's crazy.
It's so wild.
Must be hella expensive though. Right?
No, it was like $20.
What?
For the ticket or for the food? I'm talking about the food.
Oh, I did not order food.
Like
food at a movie theater.
Student discounts.
What?
They're super cheap.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I paid $7.50 for a movie. I haven't paid $7.50 for a movie in ever. Like $11 is the standard for movie tickets.
Yeah,
but, like, student IDs are amazing.
Student IDs are how you afford stuff when you're broke.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At my old college, because I was a film student, I could get into like any theater I wanted for free.
That's
like,
crazy.
It was.
That must have been really
that sounds
nice.
divine.
Oh, and being I was right outside New York City.
Oh,
and
man.
I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna be like, hi, I'm a student, a film student. And we like, yes, right this way, and then they lead me out to a back alley and stab me.
that took an unexpected turn.
Yeah,
It really did.
Seems like everything's
True
taking
story.
unexpected turns.
Well, that's kind of what we do on the show. It's kind of tangents and unexpected turns and a lot of nerdy stuff. Speaking of nerdy stuff, nerdy stuff.
Oh, so when
Black
for
Panther.
my spring break, I went to a museum as well. It was the National Museum of Pop Team Epic. We should talk about that.
Pop Team
Really?
Epic.
Pop Team Epic.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
Okay.
That show that's totally not family friendly and can't be spoken about.
It's 100% not family
No,
friendly.
we can talk about. I
we
genuinely
can talk about how it's not family friendly.
We can talk about the intro and the outro.
Yes, we
I
could.
genuinely think.
I don't
Pop
even know
Team
what you're
Epic-
talking about.
It's an anime called Pop Team Epic, which is basically the anti-anime. It makes fun of everything and anything.
It's the purest form of parody.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's parody meme culture, like very late datism. Like
It's kind of like if Robot Chicken became an anime.
Yeah.
sort of,
Yeah.
except way better.
Like it parodies itself, it parodies other things. It's just, and it roasts everything.
I
like
mean,
no
the
one is
characters' names
safe.
are Pipimi and Popoko. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What's this language you're speaking?
I believe.
Are you-
I believe I was saying it in English, but names are.
Are you speaking Moonrune?
You mean Moonspeak?
Moon?
Moonrune.
You know, it's funny why people call Japanese Moonspeak, but Japan is the land of the rising sun. So
Wait,
it should
what?
really be Sunspeak.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not heard of this?
No.
The sun always rises in Japan.
Wait, no. But what's Moonspeak?
It's some people call Japanese Moonspeak.
I call it Moonrune.
man.
You go. It should really be sun. Whatever you're gonna put it on, if you're gonna be accurate.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah. Because, land of the rising sun. The land.
Who's moving in above us?
I don't know,
a really
but
good
I wish
question.
they'd stop.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear that?
I don't know. Can you all hear at home this like awful sound coming from our ceiling?
Hang
I
on,
apologize if you
Hang
can.
on. I'll imitate it just so everyone gets a little taste.
That's actually pretty good.
Thank
That
you.
wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
I'm a vocal artist. So.
Yeah.
God. How many times are you gonna say that tonight? I'm an artist. I'm an artist. How many times are you gonna say
Guys,
it?
I think Leo's an artist.
Aren't artists?
I can't be sure.
But guys, like,
Well, artists
I just
are
like to say,
contractually obligated to self-promote their art.
I just like to say though, like,
By
I just like to say though, like, aside from that, I am an artist. So
What's your median?
So hit me up on my
paid as
Tumblr,
my
actual
closer
artist
test.
at tumblr.com.
So we have two artists in the room. Steven, who is a painter.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
said.
really?
Yep. And Leo.
I mean, look
what-
at my pants. There's evidence.
Yeah,
That is true.
He's covered in
very
paint.
true.
And what is your medium?
Film direction, art direction specifically.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I make little movies. I make little
I'm an artist too.
films.
Yes.
I mean,
You're an artist. You're a digital artist, Mr. Frost.
I am. I'm a voice artist, actually. I do all kinds of things. But somebody just asked something,
Oh,
and my answer is yes.
What'd they ask?
what they
They
ask?
asked about a certain medium. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
What?
I can't say it on the air.
What?
I'm curious.
Oh my!
Yes.
I guessed it right.
Yes.
Oh, I guessed it. Fist bump. Fist bump. I'm so good at this game.
Let's just say yes.
Wait.
Yes. Yes, Oddish, your mom can't control that. You're correct. Please tell them that we said it's art, but really don't do that so that we don't get a bad reputation.
I will. If you pay me, I will do that art. I love money, and I will gladly sell out to you.
If you pay me, I'll do that art in live action.
No. We're stopping this conversation now.
Okay.
It is dead in the water. For those who wondering, it was hentai. Anyway, he said it. He said the taboo.
It's been allowed.
Said. You know what? As long as we don't explain it, we're good, right?
All right, we end the show here, ladies and gentlemen. We have reached. We've reached Bravla Galaga.
I say we should drop the mic, but don't actually drop the mic. These are expensive.
Let's drop Kwawe's phone.
No, please don't drop my phone. It's so
you can drop my phone. It's indestructible.
I bet there's a way.
No, he's got a military grade phone, and it's just meant to be.
Yikes!
It's waterproof. I've chucked it across the room a few times.
Probably drive over it.
I have an iPhone.
So those things. At the drop of a hat, they break.
Oh yeah, I sneezed at it really hard and it snapped in half.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Speaking of phones, do you guys play any app games or anything like that?
Yes.
Pokemon Go and
Yo, speak to me.
Speak.
So from what I understand about the Pokemon Go here in this area, there's one or two Pokestops and everybody fights over them. Just everybody.
Yeah.
Who still plays the game.
It's gyms, excuse you.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Gyms.
It's
been so long since I played.
There is a Pokestop in me and Leo's hall, Stone Hall, actually.
Yeah, I can sit.
And it's right. You can sit in your room.
I sit in my bed,
amazing.
and you can just flip it.
I sit in my bed and I catch little creatures. I name each one, and I love them all.
That's amazing.
So
that's
and then I grind them up into candy.
So
all the candy.
Somebody Oddish plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I have heard that one's pretty fun.
That's pretty good.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is surprisingly popular on this campus, and I don't think anyone is public about it. But when you look around,
there is a dark subculture of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links.
There's a dark magician.
Dark? Is it really dark? I mean,
it's a culture that exists purely in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
but sure. It's in the Shadow Realm. Sure.
But if you walk around our lunch hall and you look at every person who's alone at a table on their phone, if you look at their phone, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and it's weird. It's weird, because everyone who is alone and has their phone out is playing that game.
That's weird.
It's scaring me.
I don't know.
I don't think
it's weird. I think they're just they want to play with somebody and there's nobody to play with, so they play with somebody online.
Is that the sole appeal? It's just I can play with online
I think
people?
it's dueling Yu-Gi-Oh! Online.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you play with actual people online or computer.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
So I play a game called Brave Frontier. It's a JRPG app thing. Mm-hmm. It's actually really cool. They had a Hatsune Miku crossover for the past couple months.
Is it still happening?
What?
Is it still happening?
No, it just ended.
Dang it!
It's on to the spring Easter celebration thing now. But they've done crossovers. What originally got me into it was they did a crossover with Fairy Tail, and Fairy Tail is my favorite.
Yeah.
My wife and I literally met over Fairy Tail.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
That's a story that I can tell in 10 minutes.
Fairy Tail, the game, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
The genre.
I can tell that story in 2 minutes. But so I've been playing that, and I check in at least every day because they give you a little bonus just for logging in every day.
Yeah.
But the story is legitimately good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's super good. You don't expect it out of an app game, and of course, you can't play it constantly because there's energy, and they want you to buy things that you fill that. But it's really good. I can't really describe it because it'd be spoilers, and I don't know. Okay, the game's 4 years old, so I can't spoil it.
I think 4 years should be the
that's the cutoff.
I put a 5-year spoiler wall on certain things because especially really good games.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the best game I've ever played, but it's surprisingly really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oddish used to play it, and I
Spoiler alert.
again, Oddish.
Oh my God, Oddish! Why are you so amazing?
Yeah, why Oddish?
Oddish is here.
Oddish, can you come onto the show?
Oddish is here Oddish is not here to play games. Oddish is here to play games.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun. They did a Fairy Tail crossover. Guilty Gear. They did a Guilty Gear crossover.
That's a fun game.
I have a few characters from that one. I've got Soul and Kai, I think, and
I love Soul
If
Eater.
you ain't got Dizzy, I don't
Soul
care.
Eater's okay. I have a big gripe with Soul Eater, and I'm gonna break and I'm gonna do a tangent right now because of this.
All right, I will physically fight you if you speak one blaspheme against this show.
The show, I liked the show. I thought the ending was a little.
Okay, yeah, that was true. That was true. Yeah, that was true.
But the manga, okay, so
the
manga. I read the manga, and then the last chapters, I was just like, dude, you did what the anime did. You just did a ending.
Mm-hmm.
You could have done something.
Yeah. It just sort of petered out, and I was just like, oh well.
Yeah,
right.
and don't even get me started on Soul Eater. Not.
No.
No,
I don't know what you're talking
Don't
about.
even get me started on Soul Eater Not, or as I like to call it, the best show ever. Like actually, though,
They made an anime out of it, didn't they?
State.
No.
Yeah.
No, they
State
did.
your case, Kwawe.
Cute girls,
Yeah.
cute school.
Yeah.
I feel like the FBI is gonna
Cute
just ram
schoolgirls.
through the
You're
door.
describing
No,
half of the
no,
anime.
Miss,
out
no,
there.
Mr. FBI man, just come right in here. I
One-
see you through the door window.
One of
Come
them
in.
turns into like a lance or something. I don't know, but
He
It's a
turns
halberd.
into an. Yeah, it's an halberd. Kwawe.
So like, no, she turns into a halberd. But like, the point is, it was just hot garbage.
yeah, no, it was the hottest.
garbage.
No,
Okay.
period.
Oddish
It is
says
like
Soul Eater Not is just not.
Oh,
Oddish. You don't know. Soul Eater Not is like the
Kwawe,
best
you're
thing.
trying to defend something
Kwawe.
that just-
I'm trying to defend something I've never seen.
So
Never
like,
seen.
guys, this literally just popped up in my Twitter feed, but like, Mew's gonna be added to Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Yep. As well as a Pokemon research feature.
the hunt is on.
you'll
Yeah.
be mine.
So yeah.
You will be my sweet Mew. You will
Yeah.
be mine.
Okay.
Yeah, that Pokemon Go is why I switched back to Verizon because T-Mobile didn't have enough signal to play.
Yeah.
Really? That's crazy.
I,
I
Pokemon
just
Go.
used, Wi-Fi because there's Wi-Fi everywhere.
Pokemon Go made 2016 habitable for like 2 months. That's such an incredible thing.
What an impressive feat.
Like I went outside willingly. Like I hiked up a mountain for that game. It crashed, but I still hiked it.
you were halfway up.
Yeah,
Go all
that
the way.
mountain crashed, but I still.
The mountain. I just wanted to say this. I don't have to go on a huge tangent about it if we're going to talk about something else. But on the topic of app games, I've been playing this one game recently called Crash Fever.
What's it about?
I think it's actually amazing. It's one of those games where it's like a puzzle block breaking game, right?
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of tiles essentially fall from the screen, and there's 5 different ones. Each one come in different color: red, blue, yellow, green,
So kind
and
of like
pink.
Sort of like Tetris meets like
Kind of
Bejeweled.
but
Bejeweled,
they
yeah.
but they don't fall down in a grid-like fashion. They fall just randomly, and you have to tap. And if you tap, you don't have to tap a certain amount in order to break them. If you tap even just one will break. But if there's one adjacent to another, 2 will break, et cetera, et cetera, et
Oh,
cetera.
so it's
The whole idea, though, is that you want to get combos. You want to get more because you're essentially going up against this. You're fighting, essentially.
Yeah.
And for every one panel you break, that is one attack that your character does against the enemy that you're facing up
Oh,
against.
that's kind of cool. That's
and
like
so the more, the more
kind of like Puzzles and Dragons.
Yeah, our best
kind of.
fiends.
So like
They're like
you put them all together. And
Yeah, and so the higher the combo, the more damage.
That's
and
super cool.
It's
Yeah.
very fun. There's a whole big system to it. There's multiple different units and characters that you can unlock to then boost your game. It's a very, very addicting game with a not steep learning curve.
That's
sounds good.
the sign of a good app game.
Yeah, no, it's fun and it's enjoyable, and oh my god, it is a feast for the eyes. It's explosive.
Oh, you want to talk feast for the eyes?
Blade Runner 49.
Do I have an app game? Okay.
I do.
Okay, I will say, as a film student, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Okay, now
Shameless plug.
to my, I'm an artist, everyone. To my
and we're at 6.
to my app game of the year of the century. I've been playing this since like since the day it came out. Flappy Golf.
download
Flappy
Crash
Bird,
Fever.
Flappy Bird, and mini golf in the same thing. This came out like at the height of Flappy Bird's fame.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you like control the Flappy Bird in the same way you control it but you're getting it into a little mini golf hole, and like you can play it with like other people, and
that's kind of awesome.
And it's like the faster you get into it, the hole, like when you're with multiple people, it's like the person who gets into the hole fastest gets the points or whatever.
The bird seed.
Yes, gets the bird seed because you're a little bird. But like this thing.
Is it like? No, it just sounds so frustrating.
Oh, it's so amazing. You can do you can do it online. You can do it with a bunch of people. like when I was in my sophomore year of high school, I would sit at my lunch table, and I had a free period, and me and like 12 other people would play Flappy Golf, and we would scream. We would eventually it would 50 minutes in, we would get kicked out of the cafeteria, which is where we were sitting. We would go outside and we would continue to play Flappy Golf, and oh my God, it got so real.
Did it?
Friendships were made and broken, and this game changed lives. There are like different worlds. Oh, and let me tell you about music. Let me tell you about absolute bangers. Let me talk to you about Grammy Award winning, unstoppable, never the same, always new, unforgettable. I'm quoting Lady Gaga, but incorrectly.
I feel like this is slight hyperbole.
No. Oh,
it feels a little bit like hyperbole.
You are incorrect, sir. This music was every single.
I'm not talking about just the music.
No.
I'm talking about ever since you opened your mouth. I think you've been lying.
Ever since I was born, I've been lying.
Okay.
You're not presenting a good case for yourself.
No, this game is actually so good. I love it.
Like legit, Brave Frontier has really good music. I just turn it down because the sound effects get really loud.
Yeah.
And wakes my wife up. So I don't keep them on.
Crash Fever has good music too.
It's amazing how much effort they put into app games nowadays. I think that's the point of the conversation, is that app games have gotten like way better than they used to be.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the three other than Pokemon Go, I play Boom Beach, Clash Royale, and Clash of Clans, and I like these games so much that I've managed to mess up and lose and have to restart all three of them 3 times when switching phones because when you break it,
you buy it.
You have to restart, and I've restarted 3 times and still play these games.
Well, I think that's a testament to how, like, specifically app game designers are learning that, hey, there is a correlation between making a good game and making a good amount of cabbage.
Also having in their icon screen a guy yelling.
Oh, that is guaranteed. No, have you noticed? Have you ever seen like all of the most popular apps just have a guy yelling?
Yeah, Clash of Clans, the Boom Beach,
Clash Royale. It's just people yelling. Yeah. That's what people want to see.
Yelling and he has his mouth open.
That's what people want to see.
That is the formula. It works.
I don't spend much money on app games. Nintendo app games aside. Fire Emblem Heroes, I spent maybe a little bit more than I should have.
Normie!
Yeah. Fire Emblem Heroes was awesome.
Yeah.
Until I stopped playing it because I don't have time for 2 app games. I barely have time for 1.
It was awesome until it kept crashing on my iPad.
Did it really?
I couldn't get past the first mission. Because it would keep crashing by the time I got to turn 2.
That never happened to me.
Yeah, no, it never happened to anyone.
I guess someone else is just have better at games.
I didn't pray to RNGs hard enough.
Point being, I don't spend money on them. I use there's the Google Survey thing, Google Survey app, and every couple weeks, every couple days, they'll send you a survey for like 35 cents, 40 cents that gets credited to your Google Play account.
Yeah,
and you can use that credit for in-app purchases, so I just save it up and buy stuff with it. So like I'm not spending any money, and it takes me 2 seconds to fill out a survey.
That's not a bad idea.
It's really
that's sweet. A really good idea.
Filling out surveys for money, it's the greatest opportunity. Okay, there's so many of those like scam ones though.
Yeah. No, this one's legit because it's like by Google, but like there are totally scam ones.
Oh my god!
Don't just take my word for it. Like research your stuff before you do it.
$100 per survey. Now that's a deal.
Get free Starbucks and trips
And
to
also
Honolulu.
16 different viruses that are hacking your credit cards as we speak.
Oh my god.
I don't give out my credit card number to anyone unless
I'm trustworthy.
Guys,
Give it to
ready?
me
Ready?
right now.
6, 3, 4, 17, 86, 95, 4, 3, 75.
Can you say that again? I
No.
didn't have pen and paper ready.
I don't remember. I just made it up.
Oh,
999.
I was about to be like, whoever's recording this, please,
I'm recording this.
Alex, please send me this video.
Alex, you have to steal Frost's account
Here's
information.
the thing. I probably just said somebody's real credit card number, and I'm
you
really
didn't
sorry.
say enough. You didn't say enough numbers and odds of you actually getting all the
finish
numbers
the
you would
digits.
need
Finish them.
correct.
36.
Are
30,
very rare.
did I guess it now? Did 36?
9999.
I had 36.
Is it 5?
Credit cards have 4 sets of 4 numbers, and there's actually a number in the credit card number that has to be correct, or it will be shown to be invalid.
Is there?
Wow.
Is there? Okay,
That's pretty cool.
I just have one question. Is there a 6 in it? Also, is there a 9 in it? Also,
wait,
is there a 4 in it? Also, is
Also-
there a 2 in it? And also, is there a 0 in it?
Sorry, there's no 2s.
Okay.
do have-
no. Now I'm going to
I
ask
have
you
a
another
question.
question. Are there 3s? How many?
There's like 17.
Okay.
Leo, I think you're asking the wrong questions here. Well, I have a question for
Why
you.
don't you just
Yes.
read me
What is
the
the
exact-
second set of numbers?
42.
What's the second half of the second set of numbers?
Okay.
37.
Okay,
You know how, like-
we're on a roll here.
Okay.
We're getting somewhere.
You know how like Jeff Bezos, like he has money? You know how you should like give it to me?
You know,
Yeah. Jeff Bezos, give me your credit card number.
I doubt that's going to happen.
I will drain your account in a day,
But it'll be like
and you will gain
but
it
it'll
back
be
in
like
a month.
Guys, can
But
we
I
just talk
decided
about
that-
something my friend just shared to me?
What up?
It's a Hamlet meme.
Yeah.
It says,
Yeah.
Ophelia, babe, come over. Hamlet. I can't. I'm hiding a body. Ophelia, my dad isn't home. Hamlet. I know.
Smart joke.
Speaking of Hamlet,
Yes.
let's talk theater nerdy.
Hamlet. Nutshell. Hamlet in a nutshell. Sorry, no spoilers. This was in the 1500s.
Yeah.
Everyone dies. Except
Everyone
for
does.
Horatio.
Oh, Horatio.
Horatio is
death.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Speaking like
And I'm sitting down.
yeah. Sit down. Sit down. So get out of here.
I have like nothing to add to this.
Have you seen?
Yeah, especially since we can't hear you when you're sitting that far away.
Have you seen the Royal Shakespeare Society's version of Hamlet? It was shown on the National Theatre Live network, starring Benedict Cumberbatch,
I did not see that one.
Benny Straw Cucumber. Okay, I'm just gonna point out. Okay, acting aside, he did decent.
Okay.
All the things aside, the set design for that thing. Oh boy.
Really
Okay.
good?
Oh, let me just stop. Let me just stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, he unzips his jacket for this, folks. That was so good. That was a real A prime. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, now we're done. No more Hamlet.
You're not going to describe anything?
Okay,
It's going to make noises?
No, because it'll like
I
ruin the
think
thing.
we got the idea.
No,
I
okay.
really understood where he was coming from.
No,
on
they
that.
like during the second act, they have this entire reveal with like all these like black like things, and then they entirely changed the set, and it's like this whole theme
They
of
changed
decay.
sets?
No, they kept the same set. I know, it's so crazy.
Crazy.
It was just a
That's
good thing.
Amazing.
If you ever have the chance to see National Theatre Live Hamlet with Benny Straw
See,
Cucumber,
what I
he's
really want to see is Shakespeare Abridged again, because Shakespeare Abridged is just amazing.
Shakespeare Abridged. Okay, wait, do you Shakespeare Abridged? Oh my god.
Shakespeare Abridged, by the way, is literally like an abridged series on YouTube.
Yeah.
But like it's not, because it was done in theaters by 3 guys and they performed all of Shakespeare in like an hour and a half.
Yep.
It's amazing. Just straight up. I think they do Romeo and Juliet in what, 3 minutes?
Oh yeah, it's
great.
it's
so
real quality.
great.
It's my favorite adaptation of all Shakespeare is Drunk Shakespeare. It's in the city. You go into a bar. You are
Yeah.
greeted with a shot, and a bunch of Shakespearean actors get on stage. They have been drinking all night, and then they perform some sort of Shakespeare.
This is something I want to go to.
It's phenomenal. Huh.
So when are we going to? Where is this?
This is in New York City.
So
that's
when
a
are we
bit of a
going
trip.
to New York City?
Right now.
Whee! We're actually on a bus heading there right now. Not really, because we're in a studio.
That's the ultimate reveal. You pull back, which is kind of hard to do in like a radio show, but you pull back and like, wow.
Your mind's eye pulls back, and we retrofitted a van.
The M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Can you direct a movie about like 4 guys?
Actually, you know what? I am an artist, and I do.
Guys, in case you didn't know, Leo is an artist.
Okay,
I just changed the name of this episode to Leo is an artist, because currently it states breaks are nice and so are fresh starts, which, fresh starts was supposed to reference that I rebranded the channel a little bit for the YouTube channel, but like,
Leo's an artist.
Leo is an artist.
Leo's an artist.
I'm adding this.
So Leo's the only artist in the room now?
I'm the only artist in the room.
It's not that he's the only artist. He's just the most important.
I'm the person who talks about himself.
He's the artist with the biggest head in the room.
Yeah, the biggest ego.
Yep.
Yeah,
I have the healthiest dose of narcissism.
I just updated YouTube. Yep. YouTube's description now says, and Leo is an artist.
I'm immortalized.
Yes.
in YouTube fame forever.
This is now going to be standard on all Talking Nerdy videos. Leo is an artist.
Leo's an artist. I'm one of the greats, guys. This means so much to me.
You made it. You're a star, kid.
I just want to thank.
There was during my spring break, I was driving a lot, and I ended up having
he drove all the way to Chicago. The crazy guy.
What?
That's
no.
Yeah, with the engine blowing more oil out of it than gasoline, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Thankfully, Subaru was the one to pay for the new engine. Yay, warranty.
That's why you buy warranties, folks, for new cars.
Yes, well, that's the only reason to buy a new car. There's a warranty. But I was having a debate with the person that was with me about fan fiction, and I finally realized why I hate fan fiction.
Why do you hate it?
Because I don't like people messing with canon and doing weird interpretations of canon. I want canon to stay canon.
Well, I offer you this. What if canon's bad?
I mean,
I could pull a Hellsing Abridged reference right now, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, like what if, say, for example, someone posts a fan fiction that is an ending to Soul Eater, just pulling that out of my head.
Yeah.
And it's like better than the one that did happen.
That would be pretty sweet.
And probably
it probably exists.
Yeah, probably took them like an hour. I'm talking to you, Mr. Creator Soul Eater, who's
Mr. Mayo Miyazaki.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Mr. Miyazaki.
But
you, Mr. Studio Ghibli man. I know it was you.
Every person to make an animated show, their last name is just Miyazaki.
So can we talk about Studio Ghibli and anime movies for a moment?
Yes.
Yeah,
because
it was a mistake.
Studio Ghibli is just godly. But have you seen Your Name?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I want to.
Oh my!
I don't even know what that is.
Godly film.
So I've heard Your Name. From what I've heard about, it is.
Call Me by Your Name.
Yeah,
very good.
By the way, Leo's an artist.
Yeah.
So Your Name.
What? That has nothing to do.
But you keep adding it.
We
were adding it at random points.
I am being targeted.
So you put the target on yourself, buddy. So Your Name is it's this movie that for all intents and purposes, all I can tell is that it is a dramatized gender bender film where these two people switch bodies, and one of them lives in the city and the other one lives in like a field of some kind, and there's a star that divides them. I'm just talking about...
You're completely off. Like,
yeah,
there's body swapping, but that's kind of the only thing you got right.
I'm just describing the cover art.
It's a phenomenal film, and I throw that word around very little these days.
They make Studio Ghibli food look like kind of bad,
but like that's saying something,
and that's really saying something
because there's nothing bad about Studio Ghibli.
No, I know.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, I'm talking about Studio Ghibli food. Studio Ghibli food is
There's Studio Ghibli food?
The food in Studio Ghibli.
The food, like visually in Studio Ghibli.
Oh, yeah, the food.
Oh, then the food. Kwawe, is your phone going off?
Okay, no one would have heard that if you just didn't call attention to it.
We just weren't talking about it.
It makes Studio Ghibli food look kind of bad.
That's
like...
It's crazy. But the film itself was... amazing.
Oh yeah, it's so well done.
You want to tell us a little more about it?
No, because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Like, I'm not going to talk about it more than go see it because it's amazing.
Yeah. Are you going to try to
give us
get me to see this one, Alex?
I think you should see
basic
it,
plot
Steven. I
summation.
really do.
Give us a basic plot summation.
Without spoiling anything. Like, what would they show us in the trailers? Give us a trailer.
Give us something that, like, if people are too lazy to
in
Google,
a world, in a world, one girl, one boy, switch bodies.
Yeah, the premise is a boy wakes up. The boy Taki wakes up, and I forget
Taki Miyazaki.
It's just sad because so there's a boy and a girl, and they switch body. They're high schoolers.
Yeah,
and they wake up in each other's body, and they don't realize it until like they look in the mirror, and then they get all confused, and it keeps happening.
Yeah,
and after a certain plot device happens, there's a bit of drama that goes along with it.
It's their struggle to find each other.
Yeah, they have to find each other.
Well, I would assume like they have to find each other.
Easier said than done.
Very true.
They have to find each other to restore themselves to their previous bodies.
Yeah, they have
correct?
to restore. No,
they just switch back at the end of the day.
They have to bring balance to their chakras and then master the Ninetales powers and
they have to
unlock
fly
the
through
secrets of
world.
the Sharingan.
Yeah, the universe of the world or something.
Yeah.
And learn the ancient secrets of the North Star.
Yep. Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, they have to find out who the stand user is. And,
okay, we're about to make somebody very, very happy.
What's about to
Namely,
happen?
my wife. Because we're going to talk about a French cartoon called Miraculous Ladybug. Now, it's... What? Have you ever seen it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
It's gross.
It's amazing. It really is. You've never seen it, have you, Kwawe?
Okay, no, I've seen 2 episodes.
Okay.
I just like judging things. Go on.
So my wife just, for whatever reason, I don't know how she found it, but she came across it and decided to watch it, and she fell in love with it. I was like, that's great, honey, and she gets super excited about it, and I love seeing her super excited about things, so I decided to give it a shot. And it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing.
It's really good. I get like flashbacks to Jimmy Neutron animation, and that like makes it hard for me to watch. But like, if I can ignore that, it's so good.
Every time you watch the transformation,
the animation gets better as the show progresses.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's kind of one of those first episode hurdles.
Yeah,
it gets a lot better. The second season is currently airing, and it's weird how they air things in France. I don't understand.
Yeah,
but like the episodes,
they air them with the last episode coming out first.
No, they just come out every couple weeks instead of every week. Or it's weird, but they're really, really good.
Yeah,
and unfortunately, we're not getting them in the U.S. because Netflix bought the rights to them, and Netflix is being a poop.
Yeah, Netflix is weird with its rights things.
Yeah, it really is. It's weird because Disney Channel also has the rights to them, kind of, and it's weird.
Distribution,
it's
by
messed
Netflix.
up.
Yeah,
but anyway, the show is about 2 teenagers, and they are given Chinese artifacts, which grant them miraculous, pun intended, powers to fight crime. And it not really crime, though. It's specific crime, specifically somebody who had come across one of these Chinese artifacts somehow. We don't know. We don't know yet.
We will never know.
We may never know. But he's using it for evil when it's intended to be used for good. Evil. So they have to fight what he creates.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun. It's really innocent. And people try to put all these like adult themes into it. And the creator's like, no. Seriously. It's take it at face value. It's meant to be fun, enjoyable.
Yeah, it's just a cute little thing.
But the fandom is fanatic about it. It's not... Surprisingly, not toxic.
Yeah, surprisingly pretty good.
No, just it's not toxic. It's devout.
It's devout, and that is the true word.
It's like it's like the early stages of the Steven Universe fandom.
Back when it was
before it got really bad.
Before it got like all about the relationships between the characters.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
grant you is a large part of the show, but like it has that early like stages of like this is such a good show and
been
everyone
out for years
it's
though, so
I know.
it's looking like the fandom is stabilized in the good side.
The
and we're
fandom-
happy with that. Let's pray to RNGesus for this. Even if RNGesus has nothing to do with it, we're praying to RNGesus.
The fandom was focusing on like the wrong aspect of the relationships between characters.
Oh, in Steven Universe?
Yeah. Because like Leo said, in his very artist way.
Yes.
The relationship
I didn't bring
between-
it up.
The relationship between characters is a very large part, but the fandom focused on the relationship, air quotes included, of
So
the
romantic
character.
rather than friendship.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or
So-
romantic chemistry instead of like
So
how
there-
they actually relate to one another.
So there is there are romantic relationship discussions in the Miraculous fandom, but that's because the main characters Marinette and Adrian are Marinette and Ladybug are the same person, and
Yeah.
Adrian and Cat Noir or Shot Noir are the same person. But there's this love square going on, and it's friggin' hilarious.
It has transcended
So-
the realm of love triangle.
Yeah, Marinette loves Adrian loves Ladybug, Cat Noir loves Ladybug loves Adrian. So it's this weird, but they don't know that they love each other because they don't know their secret identities because, secret.
Yeah.
They do a good job of keeping a secret. Amazing, I know, right, folks?
Yeah.
So,
We can't all be Kim Possible.
yeah, we can't all be Kim Possible.
Yeah. She's the only like protagonist who's like did it right.
Yeah.
We can't all be Perry the Platypus.
No, Perry the Platypus was like legit.
Yeah.
Perry the Platypus.
No,
He was my hero.
Perry the Platypus, he did good work.
He is
but
my
like
hero.
like
But you
he
never
was,
know he was a secret agent.
Yeah, but like Kim Possible could just fully do that.
Yeah.
Kim Possible did that.
But
Kim
she
Possible's
also-
like, sorry, I'm saving the world. I can't make this important thing. And her parents were like, that's okay.
Yeah.
She didn't have to.
They weren't a platypus.
Yeah.
He wasn't a platypus.
He gets a
A
pass.
weirdly colored platypus.
Yeah.
Okay, Perry the Platypus is beautiful.
Yeah, he is.
And-
No, we're not doubting that.
Perry the Platypus is a work of art made by Leo.
Because
You're-
Leo's an artist.
You brought it up, not me.
No, I think it's become a meme.
I'm going to attack you all night. The microphones are going to go cold, and I'm going to keep attacking you.
True friendship right there, folks.
Always just salty.
Yeah, I am.
Anyway,
Salt. Yeah,
so much salt.
but going on back to Miraculous Ladybug, I just wanted to say that Adrian, thank you. Adrian, such a dreamboat, dude. Like, real talk. Oh. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's like Adrian is like a legitimately like a good guy, and you just you can't help but like him.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's a model.
Yeah,
like
no, he's a legit model.
He has it all. He has good looks.
He looks
good
like
heart.
Linda Evangelista. He's a model. His
And
smile's
then-
beautiful.
Yeah, and then when he's in his superhero alter ego, he's like all fun and funny and just so dreamy.
Honey, can we talk about the puns?
And his
because that's my
eyes.
favorite part of Shot Noir.
Wait,
just
okay.
like-
Did we or did we not establish that you have not watched this show?
No, I've seen 2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And that was
About
enough.
to be like, how do you know?
That was enough for me to get lost in his dreamy eyes.
His eyes are pretty green.
His
and they're pretty
beautiful
awesome.
blonde locks.
Marinette's eyes are like the bluest, and she's pretty sweet. I like Marinette a lot.
Yeah, but like she lives in like a roof or something.
What?
Isn't that?
What?
What?
Doesn't she like live in a roof?
No,
What?
she lives in a bakery.
What?
Her room has roof access to her.
Oh.
The top of her, townhouse in
All right,
France.
never mind.
in Paris. She doesn't live on a roof. She lives in a house.
With a roof.
Well, I think most houses have roofs.
They do, but this one is like a flat townhouse roof where it's got
Yeah.
like a patio. It's in the middle of Paris, conveniently right next to her school.
Wow.
Yeah. And her dad's like, her parents, by the way, Marinette's parents are like the coolest parents ever.
do they know that she's a
No,
superhero?
nobody knows except for
Okay.
Except for like 5 people and like
no. There's only one person who knows, and it's the person who gave her the Chinese artifact.
Yeah.
Because like he had to know because he gave it to her, and
Yeah.
He could have just like thrown it into a crowd like a cool person.
he left it for her in a
Just-
spot she couldn't help but find it.
Yeah.
Just leave it to RNGesus to figure out who the next Miraculous is. Continue on. You were about to say something about the puns or something?
Oh yeah, Cat Noir is the punniest person, and he's great.
It's beautiful.
Do you want to give me an example of one of your favorite puns from him?
No, because I want you all to watch the show and just watch all his amazing puns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cop
Is this
out.
another
No.
one you're going to make me watch, Alex?
If you would like to watch it, I would not put that against you. I don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain's gone to mush.
Yeah,
I guess
Alex.
it's getting to that time of night, isn't it? Where we still have like 20 minutes to go and you're already losing it.
Yeah, but I've also been up since 8.
All right, Leo, we're taking this show by the horns.
No, we're not.
Oh, fully.
We're your new hosts now.
But no.
Yeah. So we do know who the next miraculous holder is, but I'm not telling because spoilers.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, we do. It's in the second season. It happens actually fairly recently in the second season.
Yeah.
Where we found out who the next miraculous holder is.
Like there's a third miraculous or?
There's
like 10.
There's more than 10. There's more than 10. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, so for those in the audience who don't know what a miraculous is,
it's essentially a Chinese artifact.
Yeah, and it's like the thing that allows them to mighty morph Power Ranger into their alter
Magical
egos.
Magical Girl transformation.
Yeah.
Sailor Moon.
Oh man, that was a good show.
It's funny when they try to demask them while they're in their transform form, they can't take it off because it's literally melded with them.
Yeah,
So they're like, why won't your mask come off? Because it's a magical suit.
Yeah.
And they get frustrated because you can't argue it's a magical suit.
Yeah. It's horrific when you think about it.
It's
like, I like to imagine like some kind of Persona-esque scene.
Yeah.
Where they're just like fighting, and then miraculous Ladybug just rips off the mask. It's just
No. It's a kid show.
It would never happen. It's just really dramatic rock music playing in the background. Fire erupts, and just this giant stand appears from behind her. Oh, that would be great. I know personas aren't stands, but I couldn't think of what the word was.
Yeah.
Anything's a stand if you're brave enough.
That's a good point.
I have a dead woman hanging over my shoulder at all times.
Stand.
She's my stand, and she tries to
the
kill me.
chair.
That's awful.
My stand, the chair,
I
though.
appreciate your art, Leo, but I don't think that's art.
I was like, what's the worst?
Weird.
I was like, what's the worst fake stand I can come up with here? And
As a fellow artist, that's not art. That's creepy.
art is subjective.
Color defines form.
Sure. Anyway.
Yeah, so.
What are we going to talk about now?
Well, you were.
Well, I don't know. I'm just right now for some reason I'm really wanting to talk about food, like stuff to cook. Because
we haven't talked about food this episode yet.
No, we did though. Studio Ghibli food.
Oh yeah, we did, but not real food.
Well, you were
like the mochi that Leo brought.
Oh
which
yeah,
was just amazing.
I'm courteous.
Yes,
I'm an artist.
A courteous artist.
Yeah. I appreciate you trying to make that work.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
Leo, I wish I had $1 for every time you said you were an artist this episode. I'd have enough for to go
I think
get
we'd
some
have
Wendy's.
enough for a nice hibachi dinner.
Yeah, if I
No,
had
we
enough,
wouldn't. We'd have like $20 each.
no, if I had enough,
That's enough for a nice hibachi dinner.
if I had enough,
Totos.
if I had $1 for every single time I said I was an artist on this show, I would have enough money to not be an artist.
No, you'd have $20.
No, 22.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it keeps going up the more you make. It's also it's also in the description of the video, so kind of immortalized.
Leo, you got like 15 minutes left. Just keep saying you're an artist. We want to be rich by the end of the episode.
I'm an artist. Beyonce. End of the world recording booth.
Oh, World's End Recording Booth
World's End.
every Tuesday at 6 to 8.
Blowing up my levels, why don't you?
Every on WLMC radio. Come check us out. We play
More shameless plugs.
Yeah, we play easy listening music. World's End Recording Booth Tuesday 6 to 8.
I have a Tumblr.
Leo has a Tumblr, therealartist.tumblr.com.
We're not talking about Tumblr.
All right.
Like, I said the H word, but I'm not going to say the Tumblr.
You're not going to say the T word?
No, the Tumblr's awful.
The Tumblr.
Tumblr is for awful people, but it's really fun.
I think you just insulted a good amount of people there.
Oh, fully.
But like, come on. Can you deny that?
I can.
Hey. Tumblr is like... No, Tumblr's where you go when you like leave Instagram, and then like after you get kicked off of Tumblr, you go to Reddit, and after you get kicked off of Reddit, you go to 4chan.
What about DeviantArt?
Okay, we don't talk about DeviantArt.
You don't. DeviantArt is no man's land.
Yeah,
you don't tread that ground.
DeviantArt is for that guy who wants white women to buy Wonder Bread.
Oh,
Do you know about him?
no.
Okay, there's this one guy.
You're serious right now.
Oh no, I'm fully serious. There's this one guy on DeviantArt who, for some reason, like has this thing where he wants rich women to he commissions artists to draw rich white women buying Wonder Bread. And like that's like a thing.
That's his thing.
That's his thing. Also, pictures of rich white women, nice little Caucasian lady, destroying the environment with like chainsaws.
This guy's a little weird.
Yeah, he pays people to do this.
That's weird.
He pays people to draw these things.
You know,
the
what?
Wonder
If
Bread
you got
Man.
the money to do it. I mean, go for it.
Yeah,
I guess.
like
I just love the idea of this man going to these artists and like private messages and just saying like, "Hey, so I heard commissions are open. I need a woman,
rich white woman.
I want the fact that she's rich to be apparent. I want the fact that she's white to be really apparent, and I just want her to be buying Wonder Bread."
Yeah, she needs to be
Like
in a
at the
store.
grocery store?
Yeah, like at a grocery store. She needs to have a cart full of Wonder Bread and like is picking out more Wonder Bread.
And I want like the aisle behind her just devoid of Wonder Bread because she already got to that. Just lots of Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
But
Please.
let's take a serious turn on this art thing. I think it's really important to support your local artists. So
Yeah.
if you go to your
yeah,
local con,
absolutely.
support your local artists in any way you can.
Yeah,
Buy
yeah.
one of their prints.
Yeah,
Buy one of their something like that.
Also, feel free to like ask them to do whatever because any artist,
commissions.
all of our shame goes out the window at like $70. So like
you want this specific character drawn, and
yeah.
you want it like that. Well, how much?
$71. All right.
Sure.
Gosh,
Done deal.
I thought I was. I guess I'm a little too cheap. My shame goes away at $20.
Well,
Yo,
I'm legitimately going to commission artists this summer to do some art for me at my local con because
Yeah.
I think A, it'll support a local artist. B, I'll get some really cool art of it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad.
Yeah,
No.
it's
a win-win.
It's a win-win as I was about to say. But like, not just don't just buy it for commission price. An artist makes you a picture for $20, give them like 25.
Yeah.
Give them
a tip.
Just
exactly.
because art is, I think, an occupation that deserves tips.
It does,
despite the
yeah.
fact that people don't often tip your local
Yeah,
artists.
being
The
an
labor
artist
is
doesn't.
what you're paying for. You're paying for the labor and supplies and
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
I
Being
mean,
a-
if it's digital art, yeah. But
Well, if you're paying, it's a digital art. It's still labor.
it's still labor. It's not supplies. My
Yeah.
point being.
yeah.
But give them a tip. I mean, certain, like, even if it's $5, that's still something to show that you appreciate their art.
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
many people like unless you're very popular, not many people commission art from you, and so
Yeah.
being an artist is hard, and so just give them money.
Give
Yeah, and
back
also
to the art
like
community.
if you see a small artist, right, and you see that they have commissions open, just get a commission.
Yeah.
Ask for a commission.
Of course, if you don't
get-
like their art style, I
Yeah.
mean, that's your prerogative. Don't feel forced to do it. But if you find somebody and you're like, I really like that art style, it resonates with me.
Yeah.
Ask them.
Yeah, and if you
Maybe
see
they
they're
don't
small,
appreciate
and
Iguana mouth, if you're listening.
iguana. If you see they're small, and if you see that they're not like doing any commissions at the time, just say, "Hey, can you draw this for me?"
Yeah,
and
'cause
a lot of them are actually really happy. Too.
These are the creators of the future. Like these.
Yeah.
Without art, there would be nothing. Like
It's
like have
true.
like have you ever watched Jaws without the music?
It's pretty
I
sad.
guarantee you, it's the most boring movie you will ever watch in your
Music
life.
makes horror films work.
Music
Yes.
makes
And that's just-
most visual mediums work.
Yes.
And that's just one thing of art. That's just one piece. So
Yeah.
support your local artist.
Support your musicians, support your textile artists, support your visual artists.
And that doesn't just mean when they're an artist. That means support art programs in school.
That's
He's bringing
I
it full
agree.
circle.
Support your radio
Dang.
programs, your film programs,
your radio
music.
programs.
Your painting programs.
Your radio
music
programs.
anything that is artistic, support it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the nerdiest thing of all.
I never actually.
It's just a part of being a good human being.
Yeah.
The high school I went to actually didn't have that much in the way of arts.
Yeah.
So the first time I ever got to paint legitimately was at Landmark.
So
Ooh.
in college, it was the first time you got to express yourself with paint.
Yeah.
And that's not cool. I think that should always be an option.
Yeah, the National Endowment
yeah.
for the Arts.
Yeah.
Very important
There's
thing.
very-
Please, I'd like it to remain in
Me
existence.
Me 3.
There's very few schools that have a priority on the arts. Like whenever I hear people say like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your school never gave you an opportunity." My school had tons of art classes. It's like your school is an anomaly. Very few schools
Your
actually.
school is rare and is a dying
Yeah,
breed.
I went
Yours-
to a,
very
I went
few
to a
schools.
Waldorf school for my high school career.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're very much about the arts.
Absolutely. I went to
love-
one too.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Waldorf schools. They're great.
Oh, it's.
I went to Waldorf school for elementary.
That's
Did
still
you go to
really
Waldorf
good.
For like
school too?
1 year. No, wait, not elementary. Preschool. I
Wow.
should rephrase myself.
Waldorf schools are very much about hands-on learning, so arts are a big part of it. And I think
Massive.
I made
amounts.
tree houses
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and ate rice for lunch.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, but definitely like, art
you-
programs are a dying breed.
Yeah, and I think they need to be, and especially with the adaptation of digital art, I think it's easier than ever to get people into arts.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why don't we try?
Yeah.
Computer programs could easily become computer and computer arts.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are some places that like colleges are gaining more supports for
Yeah,
not only just the classic textile paper to pen art,
the
but also
performing arts as well.
performing arts. And I was also going to say computer arts, graphic
Exactly.
designs, all that stuff.
I mean, that's
And
the future of the
yeah.
world is graphic design
Absolutely.
and that kind of art. But I don't think the old mediums of art should die either.
No, absolutely not. And I think what it is that universities are understanding that, hey, this is kind of art is important for a variety of reasons.
Agreed.
And so they're giving more and more art classes.
Yeah.
But I think the schools that need them, or the grades that need them, are the grade schools and the high schools and the middle schools. All of these pre-college can't kind of forget the importance of art.
Exactly.
At the very least, I think art should be a very prevalent part of any school curriculum, at the very least until middle school or high school, and then let the kid choose an elective.
Exactly.
If a kid doesn't like art into high school, don't make him do art.
But at least have them have that opportunity.
Absolutely. At least let them decide if they
And who
like
knows?
it or not first.
Maybe they'll become artists like Leo.
Full circle.
Honestly, I came out here to have a fun time, and honestly, I'm feeling so attacked right now.
I mean,
But
we're not going to mention. We're not going to mention I'm an artist. I'm starting to feel slightly jealous of Leo the artist.
So
No.
just to let you know, Steven,
Leo-
I also put that you're an artist in the description.
Leo
of
and
YouTube.
Steven are artists.
okay.
Artist solidarity. Support your local Steven.
Support your local Steven.
or as I'm called
Leo
in.
the artist says, support your local Steven.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
I mean, or as I'm called in one of our classes, Alex, by our professor Stephen Jones. Like, that's literally honestly,
Yeah, one of our criminalistics professor
Yeah.
is, for whatever reason, calls Steven by his full name every time. For no reason.
What's his full name?
Stephen Jones.
Stephen Jones.
Stephen Jones.
That's a nice full name.
Right? I think that's why she does it. to be
That's
honest
probably
with you.
why I do that. I might
I
do that
mean-
now from now on. Yo, Stephen Jones. What's good?
Great.
Stephen Jones.
Stephen
You
Jones.
brought this on yourself, Stephen. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Steven
I've had-
Jones.
Yeah.
I've
You brought
half
this on
worried
yourself,
that
Mr.
my
Jones.
name is going to turn into a meme by the end of the semester.
Stephen Jones, the artist.
And my
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Leo the artist.
So, any last comments or thoughts or nerdy things that you want to express to the world of the internet?
Beyonce.
if you can learn anything from this episode, pay money to Beyonce. Leo is an artist. Pop Team Epic is taboo. Watch Yuri on
it's just taboo on the show. To Pop Team Epic, watch it because it's amazing.
Yeah. Steven needs support.
Yep.
Support your local Steven.
Watch Your Name.
Your Name is fantastic.
And watch Call Me By Your Name.
Yeah. Watch Call Me By Your Name.
I don't know that one is.
It's like Yuri on Ice, but live action and about statues.
What?
What?
Wait, what?
No, it's about
The guy is a
It
sculptor,
sounds
right?
more like a romance.
no, it's a romance like in Italy.
yeah, yeah. It's like Yuri on Ice, but in Italy and not on ice, and with
Also, we talked
sculptors,
about
right?
Yuri on Ice. Full circle, we talked about Yuri on Ice.
No, he they go and find sculptures and
Okay.
As long
Point
as
being-
as long as the sculptures aren't weeping angels, I don't want to see any of those.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about the Weeping Angels. Or look at them.
We've
Actually,
gone-
wait, absolutely look at them. Never stop looking at them.
we've
Just
gone
don't look into their eyes.
Yeah.
we've gone full circle, bringing
And then
back
off in a
Doctor Who.
tangent because
Yeah.
that's how we do.
All right.
Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. We hope you join us next week because, of course, you should join us next week. We're just going to talk more nerdy. So, anyway, this has been Frost with Leo, Kwawe, and Steven. We again, hope you had a great night. Hope you join us again soon. Join me on Saturday for a Pokemon Platinum stream.
Ooh,
finally getting to continue that. But yeah, have yourselves a great day, week, month, year, ever. And stay nerdy, my
Good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Also, Leo's an artist.
Yes.
Stephen Jones.